Welcome into Chatted Up Sports, you fine folks. Miggy, Joseph, boys, it is a wonderful Thursday. It is playoff ready.
Oh, yeah.
Loaded playoffs. NFL playoffs, huge weekend in the divisional round. I know you and I talked about it a little bit on the radio yesterday. Young Malcolm.
Yes, sir.
Big day.
It's going to be a huge day, man. I mean, this weekend of football is easily going to be my favorite weekend of the season, bar none.
This will ruin marriages.
Oh, for sure. And this is going to put some people out. This is going to pay some people's rent, all that.
Yeah, we're about to have some month-changing money being shared somehow. Joseph, I know you're ready for Monday, big dog. I know.
We stay ready, baby.
Always ready.
Stay ready.
But today, we get the one and only. The best hair since Trevor Lawrence and sunshine from Remember the Titans. He is a Marshall grad. He is from Crosslands, West Virginia. 3 claps one time from our boy Sam Click.
Thank you. West by God, as we say in those parts.
Yes, you do, buddy. The land of the partiers.
That's right. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome, bud. Welcome in, man.
Yeah.
Give me that nut right there.
Yeah, there we go. Boom.
Sam, so good to see you, brother.
Yeah.
Love the hat, vibes, energy, all that.
Hey,
Yes.
I appreciate it.
Yeah,
This is great. Mike's is just down the road. I feel like I've seen you guys enough times here and followed your stuff. It's about time.
It's about time, buddy. It's about time. So give us your title at CFC. That is the main reason you're here, is because next Saturday we get a blessing in a soccer game, another football, if you will.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Big football match here in Chattanooga. I am the manager of ticket sales and ops for Chattanooga Football Club, and we got a huge matchup coming up this Saturday, this next Saturday at Finley Stadium, January 25th. We are hosting Atlanta United right here in the preseason. Big matchup. 2 first-time head coaches going at it right here in the friendly confines of Chattanooga. So we're excited.
That's awesome, dude. I mean, a lot of changes going on in the last couple months.
That's right.
The CFC. CEO's changing. I know we were just talking about him a little bit back. I mean, give us a little rundown of your interim CEO. I know you're a big fan. So give us a little rundown of that. I know it's kind of like the Chattanooga news.
Yeah. Here in the front office, we're plugging right forward. We our chairman of the board and primary owner, Davis Grizzard, had stepped in to be our CEO on the interim basis for our front office, and we're all super excited to get to work and get ready for this 2025 season. It's going to be our 2nd year in MLS Next Pro, so great to be under the MLS umbrella. Helps us get some prime matchups like this ironed out in our preseason. So we can't wait to play some football.
Dude, that's going to be awesome.
It's going to be sick, man. It's so much happening. I mean, obviously, the improvements that have been had at Finley Stadium. I mean, talk about if you're a Chattanoogan and you haven't been to a game yet. Like, why should we be there, man?
I'm telling you, I always say, so I'm not originally from Chattanooga, and this club helped bring me here.
Yeah.
After I graduated from Marshall, and there is no true, authentic Chattanooga experience like attending a CFC match.
That's a fact.
I mean, it is a melting pot of the city. You get a little bit of everything. We are a community-focused, community-based club, and you really see that at our match days. And, if you're not a soccer fan or not a CFC fan, you haven't been to a match, you will be surprised when you step into our building, into Finley Stadium, or if you haven't been in a while, because the game has been changed, really. We have a very fan-friendly atmosphere. We got everything for families to, the single 20-year-old to everything in between, really. So
you guys really have a wide variety of people that attend games.
yeah, we got a little something for everybody.
A little something for everybody. I love it,
for
bro.
people like us that like tasty drinks and good times. I hear at
Absolutely.
Mike's,
Absolutely.
it's that times 1,000, right? At
Yeah.
Finley Stadium on game day. So yeah, come check us out. We got super affordable packages. We're on Apple TV now for all of our home and away matches. So
That's
super
so cool.
on MLS Season Pass. So it's just the club has really grown tremendously since I've been involved. So come check us out. For
Yeah.
sure.
How does that process go from going from y'all's division where you were at to the MLS Next Pro? Like, what does that jump do for you guys? I mean, obviously, like, exposure is huge, but what made you guys push to the next level? Because it does feel like it's gone from like this little small town cult following, and it's grown so fast. Because I was here in 2014, I moved back, and you're like, oh man, this is the place to be. I mean, I got to walk to those games and have fun. The Chattanooga Hooligans, whole process was amazing. But now you guys are at the next big boy level.
Yeah, so the best thing about it, you've already heard me say community. Also, I got to pause for 1 second. I hear Tyler Childers going on in the background, and it's just singing to my heart. So this is the perfect time to answer this question.
This is your people.
This
right?
is your season, bro.
100%. It was made to be. But yeah. So the best thing about us being a community club is it was truly built by Chattanooga for Chattanooga,
Yeah.
and because of that, the basis from which CFC has grown from this community culture, we've kind of been the crown jewel of every league that we've been in up to this point. So back in the NPSL, you mentioned 2014 when we were just a semi-pro amateur local club. We had the biggest attendance in the nation. We still hold the semi-pro record for largest crowd to ever see a soccer match in the United States of America. 18,000 strong, sold out Finley Stadium. Still a record to this day, a decade later. And we've always been sought after, a sought-after brand, a sought-after. So, going fully professional in 2020, we were the class of that league too in NISA. And, NISA was a great fit for us at the time, but we just kept growing and kept growing. And now the MLS Next Pro decided to launch in 2022. It was a match that made a lot of sense. And as one of two, we're only one of two independent clubs in the league. Every other club in the MLS Next Pro is directly affiliated with an MLS parent. We're one of only two independents. And that's something we pride ourselves on, and that's something we're going to keep on keeping on. So it's really great to kind of be that little engine that could and keep proving to everybody that CFC is for real.
I think the one constant that I notice and recognize, Sam, is that the quality of not only player, but just personnel in terms of the front office. Like, what is going into these decisions from you to, like, there's been like 4 new positions created that I've been seeing, even down to like finance. Like, everybody seems to be really quality, high caliber in their respective positions.
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And both on the field and in the front office, we pride ourselves on one thing. You hire the person first, teach it the skills second.
Yeah.
So leave the experience at the door, leave, some of those qualifications you might be looking for from a previous experience standpoint. We're hiring good people and people that are a good culture fit for us. And speaking of players, people that are going to be good representatives of us in the community first, skill comes second, right? That's something you can teach.
Yeah.
So I would say that's the answer. And, when I got here in 2022, right after graduating, there was like 5 full-time employees. We had an all-staff meeting today at 3:00 in the office, 43 full-time employees.
That's a huge jump.
Yeah.
Because me and Miggy talk about business a lot. Like, we've grown up in the corporate world. We've been in small places, big places, and same with Joseph. Like, we've all kind of grew up in different atmospheres and different sizes of companies. So, like, you see that 6 to 42, 43, 45, and you guys are definitely going to be bigger by next year. And I saw you guys added the new player care, coordinator. And so, like, all these little things that you're going to have to do because internationals coming in and places that guys have never even known about Chattanooga, and they get here and they're like, dude, this is different.
Yeah, I mean, that's another thing that we kind of pride ourselves on, both in the way that we take care of our players and, the people we're bringing in is they get here, they see how great the city is, and people seek Chattanooga. Agents seek to send their players here to Chattanooga. So, it's a great situation. We're excited to be along for the ride, and, got a lot of great things coming our way.
Huge, man. Huge. We do want to talk about, we're going to give a little package away.
That's right.
That's why we're here. That's what we are here to promote because Sam gives us a little love. He's going to give us a little swag pack. What we got first, Miggy?
Man, we got this beautiful, nice, custom CFC flag brought by Sam. This is beautiful, man.
That's a nice one.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell just in the packaging. Yes, it was by my belly, so you know that it's warm and
it's nice
protected.
And toasty, dude.
It's toasty, man. Big guy problem. What you got over there, bro?
All right, dude. So I would say this is probably the staple of all soccer fans now.
Yeah,
the scarf.
Absolutely. It's the signature merch item.
Yeah. So this is a little scarf over the top here. Also, big fan of baby blue. So this is just the most magical colors. The CFC colors and the Volkswagen and all the Adidas stuff that you guys got. Some of the best merch in the game.
Appreciate that.
I love it. Big fan. My wife says I have too much baby blue. Big Carolina fan back in the day. So, still growing up and still having way too much of their clothes. But
Carolina?
Yeah, North Carolina.
Well, I'm sorry. I got to plug this real quick. UNC men's soccer is coming to play us on the 22nd of February, so I got a couple.
No
I got,
way, dude.
I got a
Wow.
couple tickets with your name on it.
My
Yeah, that's
Oh,
part
dude.
of our preseason slate, but we'll keep this thing rolling down the line.
I
just had
love
to
it.
mention
God,
that real quick.
freaking
Sam in
All right,
the house, man.
Sam is overtaken the best long hair in all of the sports business. Right now. Sorry, Sunshine.
Facts.
Trevor Lawrence,
You're outta here,
right.
buddy.
He's a hard third. Right
You're out of here, buddy.
You're out, dude. All right, Sam Click, number one. We're going to give away 4 tickets. We're
Yep.
going to give away all this stuff. We're going to give away a Mike's gift card.
Yes. Mike's wanted a piece of the action. They're like, you're not just going to do a giveaway and, leave us out. I mean, we do so much here. It only felt right. Best wings, best sauce
On the best patio right now.
in the city, bar none.
So you're going to go to the link. We're going to post this out. We'll have it everywhere. Y'all have it out.
It's going to be like right here or something. I don't know. We can figure that out.
Yeah, and if you're watching live, go to our story. Well, 24 hours from 8:30, I think, 8:15, I think is when you post it.
Yes, it is active on our link tree as we speak at the very top. All you need to do is just go fill out the questionnaire for your chance to win, just like that.
Yeah, go in there, sign us up. Let us know your favorite wing sauce here at Mike's.
Gotta have it.
Yep.
That's a requirement.
And then you're going to click all the little buttons that says, where you're going to follow us, because you're going to follow us now at Chat It Up Sports everywhere.
We're gonna check too.
We're going to check.
We're gonna check.
Hell, we might give you another entry if you follow us, if you're a new follower. Do that. Put your new follower in. Share. We're going to have some plugs. We'll have some social stuff, all the things. So share that everywhere. Get you 4 free tickets.
Yep.
And
With the Atlanta United match
to
too.
the Atlanta
So
United
that's the
friendly
premier.
match.
That's a hot ticket,
It
man.
is.
Saturday, January 25th at 3 p.m. Correct?
That's right.
And it's
You nailed it.
going to be after the cold. The cold's going to suck Monday and Tuesday. We
Yep.
know that.
So I do want to say the preliminary forecast is looking like about around 50 and sunny. So
Exactly.
that's a
Boom.
great January Saturday evening.
Boom.
You're going to be
there.
stuck in the house all week.
Yep.
And now's your time to come out in the sunshine with sunshine. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
You'll see me there. I'll shake your hand when you show up. That's a
Also,
promise.
Sam, I told you in our meeting the other day, hell of a cake with the snow. Out there in the bleachers, footing's not great, but you did it anyways, buddy.
Yeah, I was out there, just I was cleaning seats off, just keeping everybody's seat warm for them,
Yeah.
to get ready for this big preseason matchup, volleying snowballs around, staying in shape, during this tough weather stretch,
Exactly.
because we got so much good stuff going on. I had to keep it real.
Yeah. Then CFC, all the boys came in this last week, correct?
That's right. Yeah. The guys got to town, had a great first week of training with our
Good.
new head coach, Chris Nugent, and the rest of our technical staff that has been built out. We got a great squad. We got a great squad of boys that are bringing in, and a couple really big signings on the women's team too,
Yeah,
going
saw
on behind
that.
the scenes. Can't talk too much about what's going on there, but that'll be something to look forward to this summer as well.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about. I think people love kind of hear the updates, especially in the Chattanooga world. How's the building go?
Yeah. The Starball building is it's vertical. I don't know if you guys have been by Riverfront Parkway, but that building that you see about 6 stories worth of elevator shafts being built up right now, that is going to be the new CFC headquarters. A couple floors of front office space for us on the first team. We're going to have retail space, workout facility, 2 floors of player housing, one of the first of its kind for a club our size, player lounge, meeting space, rooftop bar on the 6th floor.
Hey,
The renderings are great. Is the renderings up on y'all social?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on social, they're online, so definitely go to ChattanoogaFC.com, check it out. We even have a live cam somewhere out there floating to watch the construction of the new building. But yeah, just a few steps away from Fort Finley, so we'll be in our new digs this time next year.
it's gonna be like
it's that fast.
a whole
fast.
campus.
We don't do something half-assed.
No, you don't.
We
Holy
decide we're doing it, and
cow.
it's going to get done. So
Dude, I feel like I
our
was
great-
talking to Matthew McConaughey over
No, I mean, I was motivated. I was
Our-
pulling out.
our great sponsors at FTC are helping build that building.
here. Those
Nice.
guys crush. Those
yeah.
guys crush.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be fantastic. But yeah, I'm glad you mentioned Matthew McConaughey because he's a man after my own heart, helping us out with the filming of We Are Marshall. So
Exactly.
Hey,
Coach McConaughey will get us all into shape.
Yeah. Tough week for that guy last week in Texas.
It's okay though. They will be back.
Did you watch some ball last
Oh,
week?
of course I do. I'm a huge college football fan.
Okay, well, so
Go to every single Marshall game.
all right. Before we'll get
Everyone.
into more stuff.
Wait.
But let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get Click's picks.
Okay, you go to every single Marshall game. Is that what
Yeah,
you said?
yeah. I went to 12 out of 13 last year. I missed one this season too, as well.
12 out of 13 Marshall games.
Wait, even
I'm
away,
an alumni.
even away.
Away.
I know, but because we talked to him and he was like, "Yeah, I'm headed to Marshall." I was like, "Okay, I understand going to the conference championship game, brother. I'm an hour and a half away, and we are diehard ball fans. We've gone to two games.
We had a down year last year, and I drove to Texas for our bowl game. I mean, you got to be all in.
I
You
love
guys
that.
get it. You guys are all
Yeah, I get it, but like how long is that like drive or flight?
It's about 6 hours to Huntington, West Virginia from here.
Okay.
So every home game is a 6-hour road trip. Every road trip is usually about a 6-hour road trip too. So that's a lot of time on the road.
What's your travel schedule? Are you out like after work on Friday or?
Yeah. Usually right after work or take off a little bit early. So the great folks at CFC, we got an agreement.
Yeah, they know.
We know how
They
it
know
works.
what's up.
And once it gets to the fall, CFC's playing on Sundays. So I have plenty of time to get to the game, get back to Findlay in time for the CFC match. So yeah. All in.
We got to get you well, I'm sure you have like 17, but a Randy Moss Marshall jersey.
Oh yeah.
Gotta have it.
Yeah. I can get some for you guys.
I was
if
like,
you want.
Randy is my favorite receiver.
Yeah.
Like, I gotta. Oh
Dude,
my gosh.
We had a Marshall jersey in there. Nice.
Ugh.
We're gonna get this studio soon, and then we'll
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk.
No doubt.
we'll talk. Absolutely.
But we do, because he does know ball. To your point, we might need Sam Click's picks.
All right, let's hear him.
All right. Well, you want to start? You want to do NFL or college football?
Let's start NFL, man. I mean, we got a matchup. I mean, let's just start, I guess. You got Patrick Mahomes, right, looking for his third Super Bowl, in the last 3 years with the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on a surging Houston Texans team. How we feel about this matchup? Who you going with?
So, of course, being a Marshall grad, I got to give a shout out to Neville Hewitt on the Texans. But I will say, I'm a guy that usually roots for the underdog, but I think it's really hard to pick against the Chiefs. I think it's too hard to pick against the Chiefs. I got to go with Kansas City
For sure.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to pick against them. It sucks. This one, I'm so excited, and I know our boy GT. He's a huge Commanders fan. His dad Ed will say he's a huge Redskins fan. So that's the
Papa Ed, we love you, buddy.
Papa Ed knows he has his own standards. All right, we love him. That's why we love him. He is a Texan forever, but he is also a huge Commander / Redskins fan. So, Washington at Detroit. Where are you going, buddy?
Man, I'm going with the safe picks here, but I got to go with Detroit.
It's
Okay.
okay.
I got to go with
I
Detroit.
feel it.
They're good, man.
I don't know if the doinks are the same in the dome. I don't know if that'll work out.
I don't
as
know if
well.
the glass hits like that.
Yeah, I don't either. So, but yeah, I got to go with the Lions. I think the Lions have had so many years of turmoil and suffering that I really think they're on the right path, and you got to be excited about the way that they're playing the last couple of years. So yeah, I'm gonna go with them.
I feel this is like one of the battle of the broken fan base a little bit.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, I guess you could say that both ways.
Yeah, GT was telling us the other night. He was like, I was 11 years old the last time.
Bro, that is crazy.
Now he's a father.
Oh, father, husband,
That boy went from eating Cheetos out of a can
and Capri Suns.
and Capri Suns, dude.
Hey,
Yeah.
boys.
Uh,
Stats and Info is going to chime in here.
Oh, I love
I know you just picked the Chiefs-Texans game. So the Chiefs' last 10 games, they are 0-2 in games played between 4:25 and 4:30 p.m., and they're 8-0 at any other time. They play the
What
Texans
stat?
at 4:30 Eastern.
oh, bro, give this boy 3 claps, man, for Stats and Info.
Love that.
Oh,
That's Joseph Guthrie, the best producer in the game.
in the game, man. Let's go to Philadelphia. We got the visiting Los Angeles Rams. My man Puka Nacua is going to look to cook against that dominant Philadelphia defense. Mr. Sam Click, where are we headed?
I'll go with the first of Click's picks here. I'll go with the first road victory.
Oh,
Yeah,
He's doing it.
outright.
outright.
Okay.
Outright. I'm going to go with the first road victory of this little 3-question series here so far, and I see the Rams getting it done.
I love it, man.
Man, I love that. I would love for Stafford to get one.
Me too.
All
Could
right.
you imagine Stafford playing against Detroit later on in this playoff?
For a chance to go to the Super Bowl, he would break their heart forever.
Dog, the storyline.
Oh my God!
Oh, what a wonderful.
I need it,
buddy. There would be some hotlines need to be made for the city of Detroit if they lost that game.
Whew.
Be tough. That'd be tough.
Some really smashed up Little Caesars pizzas.
Yes.
Would
Really smashed up.
litter the
dude.
streets of Detroit.
Oh, don't want it. Don't want it for them. Don't want it for them, but I do because I can't wait for that matchup. I want that. I really do. It's hard picking against Philly. We'll get there in a little bit with me and Miggy, but dude, the Sunday night game, prime time, brother. Bills, Ravens. I heard this is only the second game in the divisional round ever that has two teams averaging over 30 points a game.
This is true.
So with all that fun, fanfare, the two guys probably battling for an MVP, they'll be like, oh, we've already voted. But we know. Then who you got? Baltimore, Buffalo, table smashing, big lineman crashing. Who you got, buddy?
You know, if my mind was a betting app, like this would be a pick 'em. You know, in all honesty, this is so hard to choose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Okay.
Gonna go with
Me
the Bills.
and Miggy copped out yesterday on the radio.
We could not pick it on the radio yesterday. We're gonna pick it tonight, but
I mean, I might as well just flip a coin or flip this beautiful CFC scarf and see if it lands or Navy or Sky. I don't know. I mean, it's don't take my betting advice. That's all I'll say.
That's so hard. That's so hard, man. I can't wait for Sunday night though. I'm looking forward to all these games. It's a much better feeling weekend than I thought last weekend was, but this weekend, dude, sign me up. The wife already knows. She's like, hey, she's going out on Friday. I'm being dad on Friday night.
oh yeah.
So now I got Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I forgot we had Monday off. Shout out to MLK, baby.
Hey,
That's
MLK,
right.
we love you, brother.
We appreciate you for Monday off.
Appreciate you.
There's a couple nice bar stools right here at Mike's that'll be awaiting you.
We will be.
to
Yeah.
watch the slate.
I think we are going to do a live watch along here for the Natty, hammering down some wings. Wilbur sauce, by the way.
Oh.
Sauce. Yeah,
No, Mike sauce 100%.
Okay, you better watch yourself. Parmesan garlic hits different.
It does hit. It does.
It does. Sam, dude, we appreciate you so much.
Dog,
We
really.
can't wait. We got a lot more cooking this whole next week and beyond. But appreciate you coming on. Anything else you got? Anything else you need to plug?
Yeah, no, definitely enter to win. We're excited to offer this ticket package. We got a discounted ticket link too. If you enter and you're not as lucky enough to walk away with the package, we'll still hit you up with a special offer to come out to the CFC versus Atlanta United match. But yeah, no, thank you guys so much for having us on. I hope to see you guys out there at Finley Stadium this year. And we'll be seeing some more of you guys too throughout the season. So thank you so much for having me on. I appreciate it.
You're a great dude, man. We appreciate it, big dog.
Yeah, have a good one.
Much love, man. Much love. 3 claps one time for Sam Cook. We might have you back on for Sims for the Click 6.
The Click 6 is
The Click
just,
6.
I mean, that's money.
I love
Sounds
it.
too good to,
That's
to
money.
not happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
got to happen.
Do we just get Sam's picks every week now?
Yeah, I think so. I think he just needs to submit them. I mean, he was too good. He was too good.
We're gonna get a phone line, and Sam's Click 6 is gonna be our first call.
Man, how awesome was that? Sam Click is a guy. That's a guy's guy right
That's a
there.
guy's guy. Knows both footballs.
Yeah. Knows both. Knows both.
Knows both.
That's going to be fun, though, man. Atlanta United, I mean, for those that don't know, this is the hottest sports event in Atlanta, Georgia, bar none. Like, they sell out more
Yeah,
for Atlanta United games than they do for Falcons games.
that's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Atlanta is now a soccer town.
Yeah,
Like, it's like Arthur Blank is smart because he knew it's like, yeah, we built this nice stadium, but like it's going to be multi-purpose, you know?
the red and black. It just kind of all works now.
Yeah, you can just blend it. It's perfect. It's almost like the carbon copy of Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
You know?
it really is.
Yeah.
And they have smashed, dude. The Atlanta United games too. I remember like seeing people go down there for the first time. And you know, listen, like we understand, like soccer has gotten much bigger.
Yeah.
Soccer has gotten much bigger, especially throughout the entire United States. But
Absolutely.
you just had a feeling. You're like, hey, when Atlanta United got a team. You're like, this is the perfect place.
No doubt.
But they had to hit. They had to brand themselves. And like CFC, obviously to a different scale, they just slapped on that community and they got the right people. Cheaper tickets, cheaper concessions.
You've seen that, right?
It's unbelievable. Like the best ones, like these posts that you'll get from really just anybody in Atlanta. It's like, this is what I got for $20.
Yeah, and it's the model starting to take shape. In like the Phoenix Suns owner took the model because he's like, why am I paying $9 for a typical beer or a hot dog?
Yeah, I think these billionaires are becoming a little bit smarter when it comes to stuff like that. Like, we're making so much money off TV now.
Bro.
Guap. I don't even know what that means.
Listen, that's straight up cheddar cheese.
Oh, I love that. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Come on, man. You seasoned now. You done been somewhere.
Yeah, but I'm up on a mountain. I'm up on Signal Mountain now, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little different, dude.
You are hilarious.
Yeah. I have like $4 breakfast biscuits up there.
Bacon, egg, and cheese?
No, I'm a sausage, egg, and cheese guy.
You're a sausage, egg, and cheese guy. I feel it.
How do you feel about pizza by the slice?
I personally just like, I'm cool with it, but it's like almost a jip. I'm like, yo, like just give me the pizza.
Yeah.
Or do smaller pizzas.
Yeah.
We're doing by like 4 and by 8.
One of my favorite places now. It's actually a place in Dayton, right down by my work, and it's called First Avenue Pizza. It's like a smaller. I wouldn't call it like a personal pizza. It's a little bit bigger, but it's like in between a personal and a small pizza, and it's perfect. Perfect. And they slap. It's a little bit on the more doughier side, so people like if you like a less crust, this is not for you. But it is pretty good. It's not quite Jets. It doesn't have that thickness, but it is a good hand toss pizza.
What is your favorite pizza that is just like straight up just chain? Like if you had to go chain, $20 in your pocket, and you're like, man, I just ran 15 miles and I want some pizza.
I think Domino's really is.
You're going Domino's.
What are you?
Stuffed crust Pizza Hut, no doubt.
Really?
No doubt in my mind. Stuffed crust Pizza Hut to me is the Lamar Jackson of pizzas. It's just certified.
So it's gonna have a tough task.
We're gonna talk about this.
Yeah.
We got our pitcher on the mound right now in the bullpen.
He had a long warm up today.
He had a long warm up. We got our pitcher in the bullpen.
Scenic City Rangers.
Sure did.
Champion.
What's up, brother?
I wish I had my ring to show off to the people.
Champion.
Golly.
How
Those
are
things
you?
are icy.
Dude,
What's up?
That ring picture was nice.
Oh, yeah.
Just wait until we get ours. It's going to be a little bit bigger. Gems are going to be a little bit bigger. The whole thing's going to be, popping a little bit more.
Also, you guys got to be honored at like the best game I've ever seen.
Oh my gosh, that game was awesome.
Yeah.
It was terrible in the first half. The Mocs were getting smoked.
Yes. It felt very like, so it was funny, like trying to watch the Tennessee Vols game and the UTC game. And I was like, because I was keeping up, and then
Look at you watching the UTC Mocs.
Yeah, dude, I had to.
Oh,
I saw my boy was out there, I was like, hey, I gotta tune in, and we're on
Appreciate
ball time.
that.
So Tennessee game was me and Joseph were texting back and forth last. That Tennessee game was just awful, wasn't it, dude?
I mean, we were there for a second, and then it just fell apart completely.
It was tough.
I think
a tough
there
watch.
was like a solid 4 or 5 minutes where I don't think anybody made a basket.
Yeah,
It was just tough.
it was awful.
It was tough to watch.
Awful. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to the UTC Mocs, Lady Mocs
We love the
softball
Lady
team.
Mocs, man.
Getting honored last night, getting them rings, brother. Was it
That
cool to
bling
go out
bling.
there?
It was so cool. It was such a cool experience.
Yeah.
It would have been obviously nicer if we were able to have our rings and show them off and take some pictures with them, but it was so cool to be out there, be honored. There was a lot of people out there that I knew last night. One of my lessons came with their kids. My landlord was out there with his kids. One of my boys, my shortstop for our Rangers team, him and his dad and his little brother and mom were out there. Like, there's a lot of people in the building last night.
Live sports are so back.
Yeah, they
Live
are.
sports are so back. My nephew went a couple weeks ago. They're like, well, hell, I guess we're freaking Mocs fans now. It's all it takes is one game, dude.
That's
You got to
it.
get them while they're young. Snatch
Uh-huh.
them up.
Hey, anybody ever wants free Mocs tickets, hit me up to the softball team. I get 4 for every single game. I saw Miggy out at a game last year.
Man,
He came.
It was
He
beautiful,
went by
too.
himself.
It was hot, but I'm going to support my boy
Did you,
always.
did you bring the rag with you?
Oh, the sweat rag was out there for sure. And I had the best yellow Powerade of my life. And I will say, if you make a sudden movement, you might snatch that. Jay, can you put his into an extender.
I think he did.
He is an
Did he?
extender.
I think
Yeah.
I think you're in the splitter, dog. If
I don't
had
know
to
where I'm
guess.
at.
But yeah, I'm gonna make sure.
I'm trying not to make any sudden.
Yeah, I was like,
movements.
don't make any sudden movements, dog.
No.
Oh, is he caught underneath the cord? All right, unplug him for a second. Let
It's
it
all
go.
good. I want you
Yeah, I
to flirt.
appreciate
Welcome to live viewership, live shows, a lot of technical stuff, man.
It's nice to have Joseph.
Shout out to Joseph. Shout out to Miggy. Miggy put together a whole lot tonight. We had some tutorials.
Whoa,
Listen.
really?
I mean, it was about, I'd say 65%. Like cameras, not so much, but I looked at it like if they're not here, I do feel
Also,
confident.
Miggy went through the whole setup process.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I
Yeah.
do feel
You guys had
confident.
some time before Sam got on.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was Sam?
He was fantastic, bro.
Love Sam.
Sam, we didn't do anything. Chase came up with the Click 6. There's eventually going to be a pick'em segment
Ooh, click 6.
from Sam.
Our
Click.
boy knows ball.
Yeah, for sure, certified. So
Our boy knows
overall,
ball.
it was great, man.
I get it. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Sam click 6. Nice.
Yeah.
I like the the scarf you got going on there too.
This is part of our giveaway.
Little flag.
Four tickets.
Ah.
Flag giveaway. Those steins are ours. Little tiny beer stein.
Whoa,
I'm
I
gonna try
like
to- we're
those too.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get some more of those to hand out as well. Plus a Mike's gift card. Again, go to our links and all the fun things we're supposed to tell you to do so you can promote us. Keep the lights on for us that we're eventually going to have. And yeah, keep it rolling.
Shout out to Mike's hole in the wall as well, man.
Mike's
I know we say it a lot, but we're gonna keep saying it because we love him.
Yeah, they let us just come hang out on the patio, and Cam takes care of us. Justin
There we
takes
go.
care of us.
Look at that. Thank you, Joseph.
Listen, man, the vision was there, like Derrick Henry running through the hole, man.
It was. I see you out here, guys.
Come on,
I see you working.
got to, man.
Malcolm Harris, part-time technical director now.
Certified.
I don't know about all that, but I'm listen. I'm going to I'm gonna catch the ball whenever I have to. You know.
You're not a gadget guy anymore.
No.
You're not underrated.
No. I think I'm on the radar. I'm on the radar.
Yeah, you're on the radar.
Yeah.
I don't
They
know. I don't know if you could ever consider Miggy underrated.
Never.
All right, guys, stop. My head's not going to fit through this freaking patio door. Shout out to Cam as she comes through this.
There
Cam,
she
you are
is.
more than
There she
welcome,
is.
Cam.
Welcome in.
Yes,
Very nice.
ma'am.
Hey, Cam.
Thank you, Cam.
Every
You don't
week.
want any wings tonight?
Thank you. Wow.
You want wings tonight?
I'm gonna get some later.
You want
Oh.
some?
I'm gonna get. Are you gonna get some now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if he's gonna get some,
put it in
I'm
order,
gonna get
Cam.
some. I'm gonna get some
Yeah,
wings, Cam.
Let's do the same order as last week. All drums. Cam's got it.
Can I do Wilbur and Mike's mixed? All drums. So Wilbur and the Mike's mixed together.
Isn't that
the
what
same
Wilbur
thing.
is?
Have like it's like a mix. Can y'all do the? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That is the
Oh
mix.
shoot! Then yeah. Let me get
Yeah.
that. A blue cheese.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is wrong?
All
with
drums.
I
And
know,
then
same thing. We're just running.
do y'all want some? Y'all want to share a
I'll get-
basket of
I'll-
fries?
I'll get blue
I
cheese.
don't want any
y'all.
fries.
You don't want any fries?
No
You don't want any fries? Damn.
Sorry.
Big
I don't want any fries.
No, you don't want fries. We're trying to stay healthy out here and chat it up.
Oh,
not today, but yeah,
yeah.
We're doing our best.
we're doing our best.
Trying our best.
We are trying our
I
best.
don't know if I told you guys. I'm trying to do a January challenge where I walk at least a mile every single day.
That's good.
That is a great challenge. Bro.
Yeah.
Nothing too strenuous, but just something to keep you moving.
The walk is the greatest stress reliever of all time.
Really.
That's all you need to get
Really
move,
is.
to get moving forward. They say is all you have to do. As simple as it sounds, get up, go for a walk, move forward.
Yep, little blood flow.
That's it.
Get the heart rate pumping a little bit.
Get the juice working.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy to my left and obviously on the camera to the right, Chase Green. Thick Boy Running Club is back in full effect.
Full effect.
Greg, I don't know if you've noticed.
I have seen.
I asked him, "What are you running from, brother?"
Dad bod.
You
That's
know,
what
he's running from
He's running
dad
with dad
bod. I
bod.
mean,
Yeah,
the guy is fit.
boys, we got a hard case of super dad syndrome going right now.
He's got that super dad strength.
I see you.
Yeah.
I see you. I give credit. I mean, bro, you're impressive.
We got the. I'm going to be running the Chattanooga Half Marathon. I wish someday I will run the full. I will run the full. I will accomplish that goal. But I'm just going back to the half. We're going to go back to a sub 2 hour half. Thick Boy Running Club is going to prove I'm going to be the fastest heavyweight out there. No doubt about it.
How long is that? The half.
13.1 miles.
I said the half, man. How long is the half?
Yeah, that's half.
All right.
The full is 26.2.
I'll take an Uber there, man.
I was gonna say, do you ever have any desire to run any sort of race?
Man, I run races all the time, man.
No, I'm saying like I know you do, but like actual running races.
Yeah.
Like you do a 5K?
I will get 5K somehow, some way. I would do a 5K. 5K is like what, 3 miles?
3.1. Yeah.
You can
Come
do
on.
it, bro.
Yeah, I'll do a 5K. Yeah.
All right, Biggie's gonna commit to a 5K
Yeah,
2025.
there's
Got
the heart walk.
We heard it.
The heart walk.
Yeah, we can do the
We
hard
can do a
walk.
heart walk team.
We
Yeah,
know some guys.
yeah.
We got a couple of guys, maybe
Yeah.
some girls.
Yeah.
For a good cause, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'd be.
All right, Biggie's in for a 5K in 2025. There's your goal setting.
Love it.
You know, we
No fries.
Yeah, fries not tonight, man. Can't do it tonight.
I'm gonna hammer down some sweet wings.
It's
right.
so good to be here with you boys.
It is a great Thursday, boys.
Yeah.
I'm glad you all took care of Sam for me. I appreciate it.
We got you, man.
Listen, man.
I wish I could have been here for him. We had to get the guys going, the boys rolling.
He was
tonight.
great. He was great. You're here now. And
I will say this. You were talking about the rings earlier. I made this point to the boys tonight after our practice because we had Rangers practice tonight. And I said, hey, look, y'all did really good tonight. The swings were good. Pitching looked good. All that good stuff. But I said, hey, look, continue to work. Our motto is we're always down by one. Our motto is when you're winning, fight like you're losing. I will say this. If any of the girls are watching this, I would say this right to their face. We got our rings last night. We were honored. We came out and played some of the worst defense I've ever seen from our team today in team defense.
Tough.
We were struggling.
They got complacent.
They did. That's what I'm saying. Like, you got the rings. You're feeling good. The head is big. Hey, we're SoCon champs. Hey, that was last year, dog.
That's definitely
This is
last
this year.
Mm.
New year, new team. Everybody, hey, target's on our back now.
It's what, 6 months ago? Right?
Yeah, May-ish.
Oh yeah.
So what, 8, 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not good with math.
It's all right.
Numbers are
Figure it
hard.
out.
Numbers are hard.
They are.
That's why we're trying to podcast. We're not trying to be mathematicians.
Shout out to our mathematician, Garrett Tolley.
Mama Tolly's in town.
Mama Tully.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Big weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Goddaughter.
I know. I'm
Mina.
disappointed. I'm going to miss it.
Yeah.
Golly.
It's my girl, man.
I know.
I'm excited.
It's gonna be sweet. Godfather Miggy.
Yeah, man. The Godfather in the building.
It's a little Pittsburgh Pirate.
Yeah, you better get in shape now. You might have to take care of that
man.
girl one day.
Yeah.
Listen, Garrett Tolley, you better stay alive, brother.
At least for a couple years, you know what I'm saying?
I'll be ready.
He's only stepdad.
You said, what about a Pittsburgh Pirates hat?
What's up with this Pittsburgh Pirates?
Oh,
I
well,
like it.
it's technically to represent the oldest and coldest fraternity, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated,
Okay.
which
Nice.
Martin Luther King Jr. is a part of. That's a random
way.
fact.
Is he
Yes. And we're actually in the same club. The club is like
Clear.
your number that you are. So I'm a 5.
Okay.
He is also a 5 on his line.
Wow.
So shout out to my fraternity brother, Martin Luther King Jr.
That's
Buddy,
pretty dope.
I need
Yeah.
you to tell that like 10 times on Monday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, that's my boy Miggy.
Yeah.
He and MLK, they're like this.
Well,
you
it's
know what I'm saying?
But yeah,
Boys.
it's just to represent Alpha Phi.
That's
awesome.
dope.
Yeah. No.
Very cool.
Thank you.
I didn't know if you were just Big Paul's kid.
No. Today I was at Leadership Chattanooga and we had a college day. And they're like, hey, if you're in a fraternity or a sorority, and it was just a bunch of folks just had their stuff on. So I was like, I'm gonna throw my stuff on. So shout out to the Psi Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Oh, 6. All right, I'm done.
I love
You
that.
got one.
You just
My first thought was
scared me a little bit there. I didn't know
Yeah,
what you were going
I didn't know
to
where
do.
we were going.
Sorry.
I didn't know where we were going.
Sorry,
I didn't
guys, we're
either. You
Yeah.
went up an octave.
Sorry.
Big bearded man can't be.
Oh,
showing
listen.
like, you know?
I'm good.
I didn't know if it was because of your first pitch was very comparable to Paul Skeen's first pitch. That's why I was. wondering.
Paul Skeens is that guy is
It's all about
winning
the
in
coach.
life.
It's all about the coach.
It's all
He's
about
winning.
the
Yeah, the coach got me right.
Yeah,
Thank you. 12. Appreciate
Got
it.
you one
And you were
second.
there for moral support as well.
I'm
Yeah,
always
Chase
there for
was
you.
there.
I'm always there for you, buddy. Got to watch that thing go down right down the pipe, dude.
Did you hear, speaking of 12 and 17, Devontae may be coming back to the Packers?
Interesting.
I
He
don't.
did kind of float that idea out there
Why?
because they need a veteran wide receiver. Because they don't have a one, as we talked about last time.
They got a bunch of 2s and 3s.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't win with a bunch of 2s and 3s.
Sure can.
But like, do we believe in Jordan Love to
I do.
deliver it?
I do.
Is it just a bad year?
It was just a weird year.
Yeah.
You know, receivers going down. The offensive line wasn't fantastic.
Yeah.
Defense played their ass off.
They did. Yeah, they
But-
kept you on a lot of games.
Yeah.
I expect Jair to not be there in Green
Oh,
Bay.
he won't be there anymore.
He
It
gone.
sucks. I hate it, but
He gone.
it is what it is. Maybe he pair well with AJ Terrell out there in Atlanta.
Wouldn't hate it.
Oh, now he's a big
Wouldn't hate it.
Jair fan.
Now he's
Wouldn't
back.
hate it.
Yeah, okay,
Now he's-
okay.
Wouldn't hate it.
got-
Nah.
Malcolm's got a
I
little
see.
money to spend down there in the South.
Nah, he's gonna be a Patriot for sure.
Ew.
Milk them for all they're worth. They got like $200 million in cap space. I'm
Yeah.
being extra. But
That's
Yeah.
true.
y'all know
they
what I
need, they
mean.
need receiver help more than they need cornerback help.
T. Higgins, boy.
Buddy, you do
I would
not,
say T. Higgins on the Packers.
you do
now.
not
Come
know
on,
Mike Vrabel if you think they're going to be going out there and getting wide receiver
Oh,
or cornerback.
my
now. But he knows. He knows he needs like an AJ Brown type.
Nah.
I think he's gonna try and get AJ Brown.
He needs that badass running game, and he needs a cold wide receiver because he's got the quarterback.
He's got the quarterback.
Got the quarterback you can build with.
Butte.
Kayshawn,
Yeah.
Louisiana boy. I saw him play in high school.
Bad man.
He was
He's
was
so
bad,
bad,
in,
man.
in high school.
Would you trade your first round pick for AJ Brown if you are? Think about it.
Depends on who you are.
So
give, me
AJ
give me like the worst team that you actually think would do it.
to the Patriots. So like, because Abdul Carter just came out and said from Penn State, his dream team since he was a little boy was to play for the Philadelphia Eagles
God, can you imagine him on that defensive line?
with Jalen Carter.
Y'all want to know something scary? Did y'all see the rumors about where Myles Garrett would go?
Don't say Detroit,
No. Young Philadelphia, brother.
bro.
City of brotherly love.
Nah, for what? You giving up something?
I think it's the contract year, and they were talking about him going to that defensive line,
Oh,
probably
so
making some swings.
he's not going to resign then.
No.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I wouldn't either.
No, that'd be terrifying.
It's a bad spot out there in Cleveland right now nowadays.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is.
So,
It's not a bad spot in Philadelphia. Let's talk NFL playoff, boys. It's not a bad spot at all in Philadelphia. I was sitting there, young Sam. We'll start with that game actually, because young Sam picked the Los Angeles Rams to upset the Philadelphia Eagles.
Dude, I didn't even know about that storyline.
I didn't think about it either.
I mean, it did not click with me until Sam clicked.
Could you imagine
what storyline?
if Matt Stafford beats Detroit to make it to the Super Bowl,
That's on the table if he beats the Eagles.
Yeah.
or if that's the
Detroit's
Dragon,
got to get through.
or if Detroit slays their Matt Stafford Dragon to get there. The storylines are great.
Jared Goff beating his old
That's
team.
exactly it.
Yeah.
Wait, so somebody is gonna have just redemption just out there.
Out there, dude.
I would like that for Jared Goff. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Man, that guy's been cooking this year.
Yeah, he's been really good. But Philadelphia, getting back to Philly, Jalen Hurts. Now is the time to show: are you in the upper tier of quarterbacks in the National Football League? So my question for you guys is: seeing all you saw from Philadelphia, are they a team that you expect to win this game and to make a Super Bowl rematch run against the Philadelphia Eagles?
Against who? The Lions?
Excuse me, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Kansas City Chiefs?
Yeah, words are hard today.
They are sort of
They're
hard.
It's that beer stein.
For me, it's all about the defense for the Eagles. They have enough offensively. We talked about it, I believe, on Monday on the virtual show that, like, I don't really know about Jalen Hurts as a quarterback, but watching A.J. Brown have one catch for 10 yards and reading a book on the sidelines, that ain't going to happen again this weekend. He's going to go off this weekend. He's going to have himself a much better game against the Rams. The Rams defense also not going to get 9 sacks against the Eagles offensive line. So I expect the Eagles to win this game. I don't expect we're going to have a Jared Goff, Matt Stafford rematch. Eagles are going to win this game. Sorry, Dad. I know you might be watching, but I hope the Rams win. I hope I'm wrong, but I just see the Eagles being the much better team all the way around. Nice story. Glad that the thank you, Minnesota Vikings, thank you, Matt Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams for taking down the Vikings and exposing Sam Darnold. I appreciate it.
You called it. A book. You absolutely nailed that.
I get it.
You said he was a fraud and that, it came literally true before our very eyes.
I did not
That
see
was
9
brutal.
sacks happening,
No, it did not.
but I did see him, you could see there were some cracks in that Detroit game, going up against a really good team and missing some throws, getting pressure. And I knew if the Rams were able to at least get some pressure, he'd be kind of off the mark a little bit.
The ghost of New York past, baby.
He sees
Yeah.
ghosts.
That's
He
what we were
does.
talking about. Yeah, exactly. And somebody floated an interesting idea out to me for the Minnesota Vikings. Let Sam walk. Let somebody else pay him, whether it's, I don't know, Cleveland if they want to throw more money at a quarterback, or maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers if they don't want to keep
It's
Russ,
somebody
or
like that now.
the Raiders, somebody like that is going to
The
throw some
Jets.
money at. Yeah, somebody's going to throw some. Oh my God, he's not going back to the Jets. I'll tell you that. He is not going to go back to the Jets.
Never.
They don't want him. They don't want that redemption story. Can you imagine them paying Sam Darnold to come back after they let him go?
What
that
if
would
they,
be-
What if they get Rex Ryan and Sam Darnold?
I'd love it. Run it back.
No. They were never on the same team.
They weren't.
I'm just
no.
saying, just
That
for
was Mark
continuity
Sanchez.
purposes, run it back.
But somebody floated the idea to me, and I want to get your thoughts on it. And I almost don't hate it. What if you let Sam Darnold walk? You don't pay him. You've got Daniel Jones there. Why don't you keep him and let him and J.J. McCarthy battle it out for the starting quarterback job next year? Either way, you're not paying a ton of money to a quarterback.
It's not bad.
Because you're going to have to pay some people on defense because they signed a lot of guys to one-year deals on that defense. I think Ginkle and Grenard, they were mercenary type guys coming in, see if it would work, and it paid off in a big way. They got to spend that money on defense because they need to bring that defense back for Brian Flores.
It's very tough, especially for them, because a lot of those were prove contracts.
Yeah, exactly.
It's dang it,
And they
dude.
proved it.
They did. You're like,
They
dang it.
proved
I don't know.
We're happy, but shoot.
Yeah, because it doesn't help you long term.
Yeah.
It sucks for them because a lot of these guys got to see what these rookies are going to be like throughout the year. Obviously, people like Jaden, and then you got to see Drake, and Drake was short-term lived when you started Jacoby, and then it's like, okay, we've seen what Drake, but you have seen none of JJ. None. So they don't even know what they're really getting in even a pro practice. So now, it's so hard to gamble, but you got to bring in somebody cheap because Sam's not getting you there.
No. It
looked like it for 16 weeks, 17 weeks, I guess, with the bye week. Dang, dude, there's no coming back from
Wings
that.
are here.
That boy lost himself about $120 million.
Come on.
You're in, friend.
Thank you. I
There
appreciate
you go,
it.
Big.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam. Yes.
Thank you, Cam.
I'm going to carry us for a minute while you guys bite into your first
I'm
wing.
gonna hammer this down right here.
So I got you.
Hey, I know you want blue cheese. I don't even want it.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
I got this extra for you.
Oh, that's so kind.
I'm here
What a
for you.
nice man.
I'm here for you, buddy.
Cam, thank you so much.
Yeah,
really
we're gonna,
appreciate
might
it.
as well, keep those coming.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cam.
Let's get saucy, boys.
Yep.
So shout out to
Time to get
Mike,
saucy.
the best wings in the city of Chattanooga, bar none. So whenever I think about the Minnesota Vikings and their next move, I gave that trade scenario, but to answer your question, Greg, truthfully, I would let Sam Darnold walk at this point. I saw everything that needs to happen, right? When he was playing against that just ferocious Los Angeles Rams defense, which is crazy to say.
Crazy.
They couldn't block, right? They couldn't do anything for him. Justin Jefferson was open a lot, and he was very frustrated about the ball not going his way. When I saw a tweet today that was like, that Justin Jefferson is the best receiver in the NFL and is on par for a gold jacket whenever people are saying that he doesn't have a playoff win. That's a quarterback stat. So to already be saying that is okay, this guy must be generational because, he doesn't have a playoff win, but I don't think it's his fault at all.
No,
No,
not his fault at all. You can't blame that on Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
no way.
Who's a fantastic talent.
I think he's 1A, 1B with Jamar Chase. However, saying all this to say, guys, is that Minnesota, Daniel Jones, to me, can have, and please don't take this the wrong way,
Here we go.
he can have a Saquon type
Oh,
of
no.
No,
impact.
don't do it.
for Minnesota, meaning that the Giants are a piss poor organization. The Giants are ran awful. Joseph, you've been not a part, but you've seen some bad organizations play out, right? And then you see people leave the organization, and you're like, I knew he was a baller. I knew he was that guy. Happened with Saquon. Jerry Jeudy, it happened with him. I'm sorry to tell you, Jerry Jeudy put up 220 the other day with Jameis Winston throwing to him.
He did, didn't he?
He did. Jerry Jeudy put up 220.
That was a weird signing for me. I was like, really? That's where he's going to go?
Bro, Steve Smith called him a jag, just a guy.
Yeah.
Well, that guy put up 220. And I think Daniel Jones with KOC, oh my God, bro. Love it. Now I'm going to eat a wing and let you guys discuss.
Okay. I don't think KOC is that good. I think there's very few people in this world that can save Daniel Jones' career.
You don't think KOC is one of them?
No. I don't know if there's anybody, actually. I don't know why I've saved just a few. I don't think there's anybody that can save that guy. Do I think he could be moderate with KOC? Sure. But,
I mean, shoot, if Sam can be good with him, why can't Daniel Jones be decent? Now, I'm not saying maybe like 35 touchdown passes, but like, can I get 20, 25?
That doesn't do you anything good in the NFL up there.
What kind of wide receivers did Daniel Jones play with in New York?
Sterling Shepard.
Gross.
Who was his? I guess Sterling at the time was probably his number one.
Was Odell there while he was there at all?
No, I don't think
No?
so.
No.
Darius Slayton.
He had neighbors this year.
He did.
Definitely an A number one.
So they cut him.
Yeah.
It was a little too late.
Who else? I mean, yeah, I don't think he's had anybody good. Has he had? Did he have Ingram as a tight end?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay,
He also had Darren Waller.
he also had Darren Waller. So those are the two best he's had.
His best receiver was the same guy that has just as many seasons of 1,000 yards as Cooper Kupp. His name is Kenny Galladay.
Ew. Kenny Galladay. What a terrible signing. Like, that dude just fell off the map. He was good in Detroit.
Yeah.
He was actually good in Detroit. All right, we're going to go back and we're going to check out Daniel Jones and see who his best wide receiver was. He came into the league in 2019. Okay, let's see who the receivers were in 2019.
That can't be good. This is going to be really sad. I'm sorry, John.
Golden Tate.
I mean, Golden Tate was elite, man.
But
In the Lions uniforms?
how far down at that point was Golden Tate?
I think it was like his second to last team, right?
I don't know. He was 31 at the time.
Okay.
He played in 11 games. He had 49 catches for 675 yards. Not bad.
Moderate. Yeah.
But Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram, Wayne Gallman. Not much good there.
Not a lot of good.
No. Eli Manning was still on that team.
Wow.
Yeah. Eli played in 4 games.
So
He
these
was
wings hit so hard.
I mean, they are just absolutely sensational, Joseph.
This is probably not great content.
Brother, I don't know how you got it to go.
Yeah.
Just gotta wait, man.
I don't know how you got these to go, bro.
That's
Gotta wait.
willpower. That is willpower.
Good things come to those who wait.
Exactly.
Might be cold, but you can heat them up when you get home.
Got an oven. Got a microwave. I got a choice. I got an air fryer. I got a choice.
I was going to ask, do you have the air fryer?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's the way to go.
Reheated food on the air fryer just hits. Wings and pizza. A number ones. Reheated in air fryer.
Yeah, there's not a lot of good here for Daniel Jones. It's
It
like the
can't be.
same guys in 2020.
Yeah. Rookie Neighbors is probably his best.
Oh, for sure.
No doubt.
And he had 5 quarterbacks this year, y'all. Joseph, you're about to say something, bro.
I was gonna say Malik was the highest ceiling receiver he's had.
Oh
Yeah.
That the ceiling part. No.
He had your boy Devonta Freeman for a couple games.
Devontae Freeman
Yeah.
as a running back.
Yeah.
The running back.
Bro, if you don't get
The running back suspension.
I hate that man with a passion. He ruined Matt Ryan's legacy. I don't care.
I'm sorry,
He
buddy.
missed the block, man.
Yeah. Well, you live and you learn, bud. You live and you learn.
I mean, to be fair, was anybody when he came out of Duke, like was anybody when that draft happened, did they look at the Giants and go, "Yeah, that was a good pick"?
The
What was
Mannings did.
Okay, they're not perfect.
They love him.
They're not perfect.
because they love Cutcliffe.
Yeah, they're not perfect. But like majority of people probably thought when they drafted him, I myself watching him at Duke, I was like, that doesn't seem like a good pick. But
Maybe they know
okay,
something we
fair
don't.
enough. You know what? They evaluate quarterbacks. I don't. So who knows? But
The great Kadarius Toney was on a couple of his teams.
Darius no hands.
Yeah.
Man,
Stonehenge.
he was another one. Everybody was like, next Tyreek / Percy Harvin.
I mean, he was at Florida, man.
Bro, no, dude, he got that Dan Mullen buff, dude. He got the Dan Mullen offense buff in 2020, and like that.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what that was.
We know that now.
Yeah, that's what happened to Kadarius Toney.
Yep. I'm sorry to the people out there, me licking my finger, but this is delicious. R.I.P. Kadarius Toney. I really thought he was another guy. You see him go to the Chiefs, you're like unlocked.
Yeah.
Forever.
They'll find a way to make him relevant.
For sure.
And they tried. They really tried.
They sure did.
He was open a lot.
He just couldn't catch the ball.
I will say, Dan Mullen does need to pay for his crimes. Meaning, Kyle Trask should have been was third in Heisman voting, right? Second in Heisman voting. Kyle Pitts looked like Jerry Rice in a tight end body, and now looks just lost. I mean, he had folks believing Dak Prescott was a pocket passer. Like, he did so much with the talent that he was given in college. I'm sure he's going to turn somebody up at UNLV. I don't know who it is.
Alex Orgy, baby. Just signed with UNLV.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's over with. That he's about to be Cam Newton.
Thoughts on
He
that?
was
Talk to him.
Joseph.
I'm hang on.
He was supposed to be
info.
down at Michigan.
And they just get the number one quarterback in the country, and it's like, oh, money buys a lot. Thanks, Dave Portnoy.
$12 million to be exact.
Very interesting.
Guys, talk to me. I know as Joseph gets it together, man. Wings. How are we feeling? Just overall for our listeners.
I mean, it's the same sentiment as I had last week as I was eating on air when I forgot to give it to you guys, but just amazing. So good.
It's got
Hard to beat these.
Yeah. I mean, a very small touch of spice. It's a little sweet. It's like a vinegar. I don't even know how to describe it. Vinegary sweet.
Yeah.
It's
It's like a
right.
perfect combination.
Yeah. I mean, did I need these? No. Do I want these? Hell yeah.
They're easily, to me, the best in chat. Not even close. As the official wing connoisseur of our city.
Yeah. If
Right.
somebody knows wings.
That you are. You make some good ass wings.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, you do.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
More to come. We're going to do that in the next 2 weeks.
We need some cookouts.
Yeah. I would love to hit the grill
Yes,
before we all
please.
get busy.
Please.
Yeah.
When the weather starts getting a little warmer.
Yeah, for sure. We'll do that.
I do not want to be by your pool Tuesday or Wednesday.
No, bro. No, that's dead.
To those out there that don't know me as well as we do,
I guess.
whenever we came over to watch, just hang out, instead of just like making burgers and hot dogs, young Malcolm hands you out kebabs.
Hey, man.
Kebabs, yes.
That
Kebab
is-
master.
That's the kind of friend and host young Malcolm Harris is.
If you have had a kebab from your boy, you are in rare company. That means I really rock with you.
Mm.
You know, few and far between can say they've had a Mickey kebab. I love a good kebab.
It was
I really
good.
do.
It was good. The grill slapped it on there. Big summer day. Pool. Great afternoon.
Vibes were high that day. Hanging
Super.
out at the pool.
Yep.
Some good scenery. Some good food.
Great stuff.
Had a good time.
God, I need to probably.
Joseph's got to get in on that next summer. This summer.
Yeah, I mean, your family, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
now your
yeah.
family.
For sure.
when you're kebabbing your family.
Kebab in a pool, dude.
What a day.
Twist my arm, dog.
Yeah.
Stop it. Stop it. Man.
Let's talk about the national championship game.
We're going to finish with that.
Okay.
Let's stay with the NFC here.
I was just curious because I'm ready.
No, what we're getting
But
there.
let's talk a little bit about the playoffs.
Let's talk the playoffs, and then we'll hop in.
Yep, I love it.
All right, Detroit, Washington, Commanders for most, Redskins for Ed. How do you feel? Is there any chance Jaden upsets? Any hope?
Yeah, there's hope. There's hope. I wouldn't say it's
scale of 1 to 10. 10
Can I give you a percentage?
percentages are always nice.
Okay. I would say I would give them about a 20% chance. Give them about a 20% chance. Jaden is incredible.
What's Jaden's day got to look like for them to win?
He's got to rush for about 75 to 100, a touchdown or two, I'll give him 1 pick and probably 2 touchdowns passing. He's got to be him in that game.
Yeah.
Terry's got to cook some folks. Zach Ertz has got to turn back the clock a little bit. Not that 35 is old. Just saying that. And then the running game's got to be on point with Brian Robinson Jr. and Austin Eckler. They got to do some damage. I need Austin to turn back the clock a little bit too.
He's going to have to in that game.
Yeah.
I really don't know. Like, for them to win, I feel like they were going to have – it's going to have to be like a 35-33 or 35-32 kind of win. Like, you're going to have to score.
Yes. Yep.
Goff might throw a pick. I mean, that Commanders defense has played a lot better.
The over-under in that game is 53.5.
Do y'all know why?
There's a lot of points are going to be scored. The defenses are doo-doo McPoo-poo.
On both sides. On both sides.
Yeah. Marshawn Lattimore is barbecue chicken.
Oh, yeah, man.
Oh,
Mike made it.
God.
Yeah, it might be time to go be a family man, bro.
Yeah.
Go join Chase on these runs, bro. Come help Coach Mariakis, man.
We got room on signal for you. We got room on signal for you.
Come on, bro.
I know a real estate agent. I'll take good care of you.
So you're going 20% chance?
Yeah, I'll give him a 20% chance.
I'm gonna double down on that, not a 20, but a 40% chance. Because the Detroit Lions are in the bottom 5 of the league in terms of stopping rushing quarterbacks. They can't do it. Jaden Daniels is ranked in the top 3 in terms of rushing yards for a quarterback. I think that in order for Washington to win, I think you asked what type of day he needs to have, brother.
Yeah.
I think he needs to have, and I hate to say this, but Colin Kaepernick's record for playoff rushing yards is like 175. He needs to hover around that.
I think he got that against the Packers.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry.
I remember that
I was
vividly.
not trying to be an asshole.
I get it.
But I think he needs to hover around that. Seriously, we need to see him 300 plus all-purpose yards to give them a chance. And Terry, AJ Terrell from my Atlanta Falcons blanketed him 2 weeks ago when I actually needed him to score.
Really needed it.
Didn't do it. Didn't
do it, buddy.
He scored in back-to-back weeks, and I think that Terry is going to have a great matchup. Brian Branch, I love him back there. He's a rookie. And Terry is from Ohio
Brian
State.
in his second year? I think he's in his second year.
Is he in his second year?
I think he's
So
in his second
sophomore.
year.
He's a sophomore.
Sophomore.
But he still does some boneheaded stuff, and
He does.
he lets his emotions get the best of him a lot back there. And
He's kind of like Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
yeah, but like more refined, I think. Like CJ is great. He's a great player. I just think Brian is potential's better. But what's his name? Help me out. It's not Kirby. Is it Carl Josephs?
Kirby Joseph.
Kirby Joseph?
Joseph.
You had it both.
So I had a both.
Yeah.
Shout out
mean-
to Carl.
He is top 3 in the league right now in interceptions. I think he's going to get one. He's going to fool a rookie quarterback.
Yeah,
but-
you're going to get Jaden one.
Yeah, I think the Lions are going to win this, but Jaden's going to leave it all out there. And I just know who his head coach is, and I've had enough of him.
All right, I want to give you something. You gave the stat about the Lions being terrible against running quarterbacks. I've got the 3 running quarterbacks they played against this year and their stats.
Fire away.
Kyler Murray, 5 carries, 45 yards, 9 yards a carry. Didn't kill you, but he was their leading rusher.
Could have.
Yeah.
Leading rusher. Lions win that game 20-13. Lions beat the Indianapolis Colts 24-6, where Anthony Richardson is your starting quarterback. Goes 11 for 28. Terrible in terms of passing for a $172, but 10 carries, 61 yards, a little over 6 yards a carry. Not bad. Again, doesn't kill you. No touchdowns.
Yeah.
And then the big one, they lose the shootout to the Bills, 48-42, in which Josh Allen goes crazy through the air. 11 carries, 68 yards, 2 tugs. That's the one that hurt you. That's the type of game that Jaden Daniels is going to have. 11 carries for 70 yards, a couple of touchdowns, throwing the ball, 362 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. He has that game, they'll beat the Detroit Lions. The thing that I'm scared about is that this game is in Detroit. Jaden Daniels, just a rookie. I know he's an older rookie, but he's not the pedigree of Josh Allen. He hasn't been through the wars. He hasn't played in these playoff environments. That was in Detroit. He ended up beating the Detroit Lions. That's the one thing I'm scared about. This environment with Jane Daniels, not saying he's going to get rattled, but he is a rookie.
He is a rookie. And there's a lot. I mean, my goodness. This just makes you so sad how many guys they have on IR in Detroit.
Can you read some off?
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I was unaware I knew they had hurt guys. But.
I mean, you got Pat O'Connor. I'll just go down. Great names, actually, by the way. Ennis Rakestraw, Carlton Davis, Derek Barnes, Emmanuel Mosley, shout out. Aiden Hutchinson.
Big one.
Dorsey, Wingo, Malcolm Rodriguez, Cal Paco. Just all these guys. Marcus Davenport.
These are starters.
Antoine Green, go Heels. Let's see who we got. Connor McGavin. Let's see. Not too many like that are. I mean, there's quite a few that are starters or role players. Like you just have no depth right now. No depth. I mean, you signed. Who did they sign? Terry Bridgewater.
Yeah.
Tough road. I think that's kind of the reason that you're optimistic is just because of you can score on these guys because nobody left. Like if you make this a high scoring game, it's like, hey, I hope you rested over this break. I sure hope you rested. I hope you kept in shape. That's tough, dude. Scary Terry coming at you. And here's another thing. It like always makes you think as a sports fan because we're so recency biased. And I'm sure you can think about it in a college ball sense. It's like all the first round bye teams lost. It's like what could have happened in the NFL? Could have happened in the NFL too. Rest versus rust, the whole argument.
It could absolutely happen
because teams are getting better.
Yes, and guys have not been playing. Like I'm telling y'all, I don't think, and we'll talk about them, but the Chiefs haven't played a game of football with their starters in almost it feels like a month.
Feels like it. Yeah. I guess probably technically 3 weeks?
Yeah, I mean because they rested all their guys.
Yeah.
Week 18 had a bye, had some time between that.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, man.
That's a lot of time. And look, I think that's another thing about the Chiefs is just knowing where you want to go and how to do it. That's another thing about Detroit is I think this team feels like the team that should win it or at least get to the Super Bowl. Can you handle it? Can you handle it for the second time, really?
They remind me a lot of the Falcons back in 2016, and I hate to use that. This is the best offense I've seen in a minute. Like Ben Johnson is a sicko. Like
that boy's about to get paid.
Like he has Penei Sewell doing like quarterback passes. And, like it's like, bro, why are you doing that to your All-Pro offensive lineman? And they're just loaded, man. I mean, Jameson Williams is really like blossomed under Ben Johnson.
Yeah, and then he loves seeing like St. Brown. He's like the Draymond Green almost. Like he's got all the names like written, all the wide receivers taking ahead of him.
Oh, yeah.
Yami Brown was one of them.
Oh, that storyline this weekend is going to be crazy.
That's going to be a good one.
Nice pull by you, but I see you. You're in the lab. You're in the lab.
Always, baby, always. I got 2 hours of commuting today, baby. I got to listen to everything, you know. I was thinking about it too. Like you kind of need those crazies, like with Monroe St. Brown. Like he's one of my favorite guys to watch. It is fun to like watch a small guy kind of cook.
Yeah, no, I mean I think he's one of the best receivers in football. I do.
And Ben Johnson's just having so much fun.
I do. What's up?
You always hate on Monroe St. Brown.
No, I think
you always hate on him.
When I say one of the best, I think he's top 10. I don't think he's top 5.
You always hate on him though. You always talk about how overrated he is.
No. I mean, J-Mo has really helped him a lot this year. I will say because you're worried, but I think it's vice versa.
Monroe has been doing this with or without J-Mo.
They complement each other very well.
But he's done this without J-Mo.
Yeah, he's been stud forever.
Yeah.
No, I mean he's awesome. He is awesome. It like absolutely.
He's top 5 in yards.
Yeah. Like, would y'all take Amon-Ra St. Brown over Nico Collins?
Yes.
That's a very tough one, actually.
Yeah,
it's a very tough one, but I would.
Like that is a huge question mark for me. Like, would y'all take Amon-Ra St. Brown over Drake London next year? I don't know.
Yeah,
I would.
I would. I get the size stuff, but like I'm just not. I don't.
I got to see it more consistently from Drake. I saw some nice moments this year, but I also saw him disappear sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amon
And again,
Ross-
it's a quarterback play too,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because Kirk just didn't have it the way we thought he would.
Yeah. What I saw the last game of the season,
Ooh.
albeit be the
I know.
Carolina Panthers. But
I know.
Hey, you got a future ahead of you, buddy.
yeah,
You got a
no,
future.
I need something to invest in.
Yeah. All right. So I feel like we're all kind of picking Detroit, right?
I'm
yes,
taking Detroit for sure.
but like that plus 9.5. Come in, that to me looks too good to be true. Like you got it.
I kind of feel that.
Yeah. Like that's a lot of
can't-
points in the NFL.
We might be wildly proven wrong. Like they could smash. I would say like they could smash them this weekend too.
Yeah, no doubt.
They could just absolutely. They had all this time to prepare, rested up, got a little healthy. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
Sam.
Cam.
Thank you, Miss Cam.
Here's this as well. I can put it on like a thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah. All right. All right. So all Detroit. You have anything else, Joseph? Are you going to try to pick an upset here? Or do you have any hope?
No, I'm going Detroit.
He loves Ben Johnson. He's got a man crush on Ben Johnson.
Yeah, that's my guy. So I'm not going to pick
That
against
guy's
him.
having like too much fun right now.
A little bit, yeah. I mean, dude, when you're throwing touchdown passes to Penny Sewell, like, come
Do
on.
you think?
Like you
Have a
kind of just out there like, well, like that feels like you drew that play up on a board like the previous drive. Like, hey boys, we're gonna do this because you're just things are going that well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, definitely. All right. All Detroit.
All Detroit. What percentage would you give it?
I think I'm with you. I think it's like 25%. Because they're like, because of the injuries, I think that's a big part of it for me. It's like I can see a game where they keep it close. Goff might have a moment when the real pressure kind of hits.
Man, what you
know?
said, bro.
You know, I could
What
see
you
like
said.
they're down, they're up 30, let's say 31-30, 28-31, and they're like, all right, we just gotta, you got 5 minutes left, but you kind of need a first down. And then Goff throws a little bad pick. And now the Commanders have some good field position. Jaden steps up in a big moment. Buckets. Terry McLaurin back in the end zone. I can see those things happening, but then I can also see Goff being like, "F this, I'm good now, dude. I'm really good now. I am a top 5 statistical quarterback in pretty much everything this year. Let me rip." And then they also are like, "Hey, we have this really good running back, this Jamison Williams guy that can absolutely fly, and then a top 5 wide receiver in Amon St. Brown."
And David Montgomery is expected to be back as well.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Wow. Whoa. What?
Yeah, David Montgomery is trending towards playing.
Hold the phone.
Oh, put an IT
You got
on
it, IT?
Yeah.
All right. Check it out, Chase.
Yeah.
Check it out. Like despite all the injuries that while you do that, I'll filibuster here a little bit. But despite all the injuries that they have on that defense, they've still got some good pieces. Like Alex Anzalone, who used to play for your rival, the Saints.
Oh, yeah, I know him very
has
well.
been incredible this year. Talking about taking a chance on a dude and it paying off. Alex Anzalone has been awesome. Jack Campbell's kind of been forced into there. Terrion Arnold, the rookie, has been kind of forced
He's
into
hit or
playing.
miss.
Whoa. Correct the Mundo.
Nice.
Look
Yeah.
at me,
I
man.
know, doing some
boy.
research.
Miggy Schefter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also,
Nailed
that guy's life is got to be wild.
Ooh, Adam.
Adams.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine.
I does he have a family?
Yeah,
does.
he's got a daughter.
Yeah.
Like young?
Yeah, younger, like 9, I think,
Man,
or so.
dude, hang this up, man. In a couple years, like enjoy your teenage years because you ain't gonna get it back.
He's
what
getting
about,
so many stacks right now.
Yeah,
Well, what about Woj? He took a job and he left the Woj bomb business.
I think
Yeah.
eventually you got to, man.
It's got to be too much.
Like Kirk, I love you. I don't want to see you on game day in a decade, man. To be honest with
He gets more.
Wow, I did not know Allen Robinson was on the Detroit Lions.
you. Allen Robinson,
Whoa.
2-time ACL terror
Tim
baller.
Patrick.
Tim Patrick.
Yeah.
Dog, Tim Patrick went for 2 TDs this year.
Yeah.
In the same game.
Sure did.
Yeah.
I
I think it was
Allen
against the
Robinson.
Packers.
And then Chark, seeing him again this week, I was like, wow, remember when Blake Bortles was just cooking with those Jaguars?
Dog, DJ Chark. What
he
a
wasn't
guy.
even. He wasn't even on that team. It was Allen Robinson and Allen Hearns.
Hearns.
Those were the
that's who
two.
it was,
Those were
yeah.
the two that went. The two Allens
Yes,
went.
two
DJ
Allens.
Truck played with Laviska
Yeah.
Chenault, right?
Yeah. He was like
Yeah.
the number one there for a minute
Yeah, he
in
was.
Jacksonville.
Yeah. Allen Hearns. I was like,
Allen
wow.
Hearns.
The greatest. It was he was a great fantasy quarterback. So everybody's like, oh, he was good. It's like, no. Blake's just cleaning up in garbage time, dude.
Yeah.
Cleaning up. I remember my little brother and I were in a championship in our fantasy football league that year against each other, and he had just skirted by with
Just
mortals.
cleaned up.
Anyways, all right. So Detroit on to the AFC.
Yep.
Let's start with the crappy 4:30 slot time for the Texans they get every year.
Yeah.
Every matchup. Texans, Chiefs. Give
well,
me something, boys. We saw a good performance from the Texans last week.
Texans are going to start out hot, obviously, I think, off of that game against a team that we thought we picked it unanimously sitting here 7 days ago. We were like, hey, anybody picking the Texans? We also Chargers. Let's move on. Let's get up out of here. It's kind of cold.
Yeah, they don't look good.
Yeah.
AFC South's terrible.
They
Wrong.
They got
Wrong.
beat up, dog. So I'm going to go Chiefs, but I do think that C.J. Stroud is going to make things a little interesting.
This is going to be a blowout. The Chiefs are going to roll them. The Chiefs are getting healthy. Don't look at what happened in the regular season, all these close wins, all that stuff. Chiefs weren't healthy. Chiefs are healthy. They're rested. This is their time. Like, the whole regular season is basically the playoffs for them. Or excuse me, the whole regular season is basically the preseason for them. They're just waiting to get to this moment in the playoffs, and they're going to let it loose. Spags is going to be all over C.J. Stroud like white on rice. Nico Collins is going to get shut down, and that running game is going to be stymied. And CJ is going to be in for a rude awakening in a brutal, brutal game because he's going to be in for some punishment with Spags coming after him.
That O-line can't handle a
Constantly.
Spags defense.
Constantly.
There's no way.
There's no way. I think the Texas defense got a lot better. I think this is going to be just an ugly game. I think this will be one of those 21-10 type games for me. I just don't see how. I'm kind of with you. I think Spags is going to dial it up. He's going to get some weird looks. I like CJ. I think he's a little bit like Love. I think he's just kind of a down year. Some injuries. They felt a little weird with the Nico not being there for whatever, how many games that was. And then you lose Tank, and then the offensive line's not there. And then we talked about it in the text, Mixon just kind of took a little dive.
What's up with that, man?
He came back in the postseason.
And then he came back. And then he came
Yeah.
back last week, and you're like,
Yeah.
all right. That defense gave them a lot of good loving on the
Yep.
field position.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
you have that advantage. I just don't know if they're going to get that this week. I hope it's better. I just kind of have a feeling. I think this is going to be ugly. I don't think the Chiefs are just there yet to start cooking on offense. Obviously, you got Kelsey, you got some weapons, but I just don't think that offense right now is built to just go out there and put up 42-10 on you anymore. And that's fine. I think they're going to win ugly because everybody's going to give them their best. And I think the Houston Texans defense has got a lot of confidence. So you're going to take advantage of some things, but this will be 21-10, and it should be 28-0 kind of game where you feel like this is definitely a blowout, but the score doesn't indicate it. Chiefs, keep it rolling, keep it moving, do your thing.
I love what you just said about this isn't a team that's built 42-10 anymore. The common denominator is Matt Nagy. He needs to go. Bye. You're holding back the Chiefs as an organization from an offense perspective.
No, not at all. I think you guys are way off on that.
Matt Nagy sucks. I want you to pull up Patrick Mahomes' overall body of work the last 2 years compared to every other season.
Okay.
There's a
We
steep
can also look at his
drop-off.
weapons.
His weapons are better now than they've ever been.
Ugh.
He had
You are
Tyreek
high as
Hill.
the kite, my friend.
Your
You are
fifth
high as a
receiver
kite.
is Juju Smith-Schuster.
That's your fourth wide receiver.
That's your fifth.
That's your fourth.
That is your
You're
fifth.
not putting Justin Watson over.
I'm putting Travis Kelsey.
No, he's not a
DeAndre-
receiver.
he's
He is
a pass
tight end.
catcher.
He is a tight end.
I will put Noah Gray in that conversation, who has a freaking leading
You're crazy.
bro. Come on now.
You're crazy.
DeAndre Hopkins, Hollywood
Old.
Brown.
Has something to prove.
DeAndre Hopkins is old.
Yeah, DeAndre
He'd be the
Hopkins
one
is
with
old.
Green Bay right now.
He's old though. I wouldn't want him right now. Jason can attest to that.
Bro, DeAndre Hopkins and DeAndre
I don't know,
and-
man. I'd still like to have him back sometimes.
It-
It's pretty awesome to watch. Well,
he's great to
motivated.
watch, but he's just not the same.
He's not the same, but he's
fine.
He's an okay weapon especially for the Chiefs. Like, I mean, he's had a couple decent games already.
Bro, he is awesome still. You got D-Hop, you got Hollywood Brown.
Worthy.
You're gonna have Worthy.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Travis Kelce is up there.
Not the same Travis. This is not
Exactly. There's a better Travis, and you have one of the best wide receivers, most dynamic wide receivers in the National Football League in Tyreek Hill.
Bro, Travis can give
Nobody can hold his jockstrap.
Who, Tyreek
On this team right now, as they currently constructed, at this point, look, D-Hop in his prime, yeah, I give that to you. They're different wide receivers, but both incredible. But at this point, D-Hop is not as good as Tyreek was when he was on the Chiefs.
I mean, we can talk about the running game as well. You got Kareem Hunt. You still got Isaiah Pacheco.
Okay.
Like, they're Justin Watson.
But
you got
yeah,
Noah Gray.
that's why they're running the football a little bit more effectively.
But I'm saying his body of work now, weapons.
Patrick had to throw the ball because their running game wasn't as good back then. And they had better weapons to throw to than they do now. They're more of a defensive run the football type of team.
Exactly. That's why I think they're still going to be low scoring, and I just don't think they can cook like they could before. That's fine. Like, you're still going to just win games. It doesn't matter how many points you score as long as you just win it.
Yeah.
That's just what they're going to do right now. That's how they're going to win, and it's not going to be beautiful, and they're going to beat you by 11 to 13 or 7, or it's just going to be a lot of close games. I think they've won a ton of games less than 7 points this year, so it's like,
excuse me, Rashee Rice.
But he's out.
But I'm just saying, like, as a team, like, come on, bro. He is fully loaded. And Matt Nagy has made him.
It would be different if you had Rashee Rice and you had Hopkins at the same time, but you never had it. You didn't have fully healthy Worthy. And I don't know. I cannot get down with you calling Hollywood Brown a weapon.
He's got to prove it.
Yeah.
I promise you, Hollywood Brown's going to go for 75 yards.
That boy would cook in CSL. But that's the same CSL, dude. You know, this is a Houston, Texas team that got 4 picks last week.
Yeah, look, the depth wasn't there like it is or like it potentially could be. Like, if you want to look at Patrick Mahomes' MVP year where he threw 50 touchdowns, I mean, it was basically Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. Kelce had 103 catches for over 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. Tyreek had 87 catches for 1,500 yards and 12 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt himself had 400 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns. Receiving Kareem Hunt. Like, prime Kareem Hunt before he got in trouble.
Yeah.
And you want to talk about him running the football? Not bad at either. 824 yards, 7 touchdowns. He gave you 14 touchdowns.
No, Kareem Hunt was a dog.
That's what I'm saying.
That's strong.
Like, the top of the line weapons are better then than they are now.
Facts. Top of the line. And
but that's the way the Chiefs are built now, is that they have a lot of depth. They're like, hey, we don't have Tyreek. We don't have prime Kelce. So we just got to throw a lot at you. A lot of, like, good guys at you. Like, it's kind of like the Packers, but better. The Packers have a lot of 2s, like 3s, more 2s, 3s.
I could go for it.
They've got, like, 1Bs, 2s.
I could go for that. Breaking it down like that, I
got you.
I respect it.
Yeah, thank you.
Respect the hustle. Respect the hustle. All right, let's finish with the Dynamo.
In this game, I got like 30 to 14 Chiefs.
30 to 14.
I got like 30 to 14 Chiefs.
Yikes. Big scoring sprout.
Yeah. I'm going to say they're ready to roll. They come out and beat up on the Texans.
Okay.
All right, where do we got to go next? The Bills?
Gotta go to the game of the week, man.
Yeah.
Bills Ravens. MVP v MVP.
Waiting all day for a Sunday night, dude.
Oh, God, I'm going to be waiting all day for Sunday night.
How you feeling, buddy? Go ahead. What's that? Your boy, Lamar Jackson.
I mean, you guys know where I'm going.
I miss him already.
Big trust. I miss him.
Good. Y'all good?
Whoa. I'm good, Cam. I'm
Joseph,
good.
you good?
I mean, I don't want to understate it enough. I mean, this is a legacy game. Whoever wins this, I mean, this is really, to me, like, you remember those when we were kids, the Peyton Mannings versus Tom Brady's and the photos. It's that.
It is.
It's that. Like, honestly, I wish one of these boys would go to the NFC. One of them. And it's never going to happen. They're going to retire with their teams.
Yeah, they will. I mean, I think they love
I
it.
don't know. I don't know if they'll retire with their teams.
Who do you think would leave first?
I think Lamar, because Harbaugh would be fired and he wouldn't be there anymore. And they just want to start over.
So rarely do we see a quarterback spend his entire career with one team. Like, I agree with you. Like, they'll be legacy type of players, but I could see a time in which Lamar, maybe he doesn't run as well,
as he
used to, and he's getting a little older.
Yeah. There's a
The
lot.
same
Of,
thing with Josh. Like they both run.
they do.
Yeah.
Josh gonna take some hits in the cold Buffalo
Yeah,
weather.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
I was thinking Aaron Rodgers might spend the whole time with Green Bay, like,
That's
and
where
he
I was
didn't.
going.
Yeah,
Which feels weird.
yeah.
It
Brett
does.
Favre. I thought he would retire a Packer. I thought he'd be a Packer for life. Instead of that son of a bitch went to the Minnesota Vikings for 2 years.
Didn't even care.
F you.
Yeah.
If Peyton Manning can get cut, nobody's safe, man. Peyton Manning got cut.
Yeah.
Cut.
Well, he came off a bad injury,
But
Next.
like,
the next,
and he was he was good for what, like 1 year in Denver. He
I
put
mean,
up
he
some.
was-
a
he
couple
was-
years. He put up some really good numbers.
yeah. The one
then
year
hurt himself
broke,
again.
Broke every record possible.
Crazy.
Eric Decker, Demarius Thomas,
Thomas,
what
R.I.p.
a-
Julius
boy,
Thomas.
God, what a
Who was the running back there?
man! He made Julius Thomas look like
Oh
the
my
greatest
gosh.
tight end.
No Sean Moreno.
Was he? Yeah.
I
No
thought
shot?
it was like somebody else.
I'm gonna check it.
It was
Hold
like Ronnie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ronnie Brown.
Yeah. Did he have
I don't
the
know if it was
Arkansas
Ronnie Brown.
backfield?
No, but man,
Greatest backfield of all time?
Wait, no, Sean?
No, Ronnie. Ronnie
Oh,
Brown.
okay.
Yeah.
you said the Arkansas backfield was the greatest backfield of all time.
Who is it?
No, you talking about Darren McFadden?
Yeah, Darren McFadden.
And
Was he with Ronnie Brown? Is that who I'm thinking of?
no, I can't remember the other Arkansas back's name.
Oh, Peyton had 3 really good years for the Broncos, and then they won the Super Bowl when he was.
Darren McFadden, and then who was the other one?
Felix Jones.
That's who it was.
Oh, so Ronnie was with Auburn, right? Who was Ronnie with? Ronnie Brown.
Cadillac Williams.
Because he was a tandem, right?
Yeah, he was with somebody.
Yeah.
Was it Ricky Williams or did I make that up?
Nah, Ricky was way before that, wasn't he? Ricky's pretty old.
He is pretty
I
old.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the running backs were Willis McGahee and No Sean Moreno.
Willis McGahee, yeah.
Yeah, they each had 4 touchdowns, around the same rushing total. Both didn't play a ton of games that year.
Nice.
Let's see the next year. I think it might have been No Sean again. Hold on, let's check.
My boy.
You love No Sean Moreno.
Hit him with that
Georgia
Creed.
boy.
Hit him with that Creed, baby.
He
Yeah,
has,
No Sean that next year had 241 carries, 1,000 yards, and 10 touchdowns. And
141
600
carries.
yards receiving and 3 touchdowns.
usage.
He still has one of the sickest touchdowns ever against Arizona State.
You talking about No Sean Moreno?
No Sean.
When he
Oh,
jumped
yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Yep.
He jumped from like the 6-yard line.
Hey,
Yeah.
listen, man.
Flew.
Yep, he was another one. Everybody was like, "Yep."
That's a dude.
Eric Berry made him feel a little something.
A little bit, yeah.
That's all I got to say.
They did have a Ronnie Hillman.
Look at
Hell,
boy.
man.
It's there, y'all.
It's there.
It's there.
Hillman was
There's
the
some-
second back. C.J. Anderson was the lead back that year.
C.J. Anderson
And Monty Ball.
Monty Ball.
Oh, Wisconsin's
Jonathan
finest.
Yeah.
Williams.
Boy,
Running back you.
Monty Ball is a giant to me.
He was in that stretch of Wisconsin backs where it was like Monty Ball and
It was JT, right?
no, Jonathan Taylor was a little
Later.
after them. No, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of
Monty Ball.
Monty Ball and Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon.
I knew it was in
I was
there.
thinking about the dreads. I was like, who is that with the
Yep.
dreads? Yeah.
Why do guys get super happy naming old football
There's
players?
nothing like it.
Like that was just really
Uh-huh.
good.
Again,
It was a great feeling.
every dude, when they go back home to their wife, they're like, what you guys do? Well,
You were probably out there cheating on me, weren't you? You were probably talking to some honeys. You were doing this, that, buying drinks. Who'd you buy drinks for?
yeah.
Monty Ball.
I mean, we
Yeah,
were talking
Monty
about Monty Ball the whole
we
night.
talked about Wisconsin running backs for 8 hours.
I reminisced on when interim Chicago Bears head coach Thomas Brown was toting the rock for the Georgia Bulldogs. I remember that vividly.
Honey, do you remember a guy named No Sean Moreno? Welcome to Dudes Doing Sports, right?
You remember? Here's a deep one. You remember Caleb King?
No.
Caleb
No?
King.
Caleb King. Y'all remember the highlight tape?
Bruh.
So okay, listen. Tavon Austin high school highlight tape and Caleb King like middle school highlight tape carried YouTube sports highlights for like 4 or 5 years.
I cannot wait to see
Dude,
that.
you got to look up Caleb King. Like it's super. The editing's really bad. It's really old. Like, but you'll watch it and you'll just be like, I get it. I get it. I understand.
I understand.
I fully understand. We thought that dude was going to be the next like LaDainian Tomlinson.
Yeah. The next LT.
What's
Caleb
my man's name? Small white boy. You know what I'm talking about?
Wes Welker.
Number 5.
Which one?
Oh,
That
Never mind.
was the highlight. It was like "Make It Rain" by Fat Joe. Was in
That's
the back.
Caleb King.
No, it starts with a C, and it's not Caleb King. It's somebody else. I don't. It's not Cody Ford.
I can hear them make it rain.
Yeah.
and see the highlight tape.
He was like Christian McCaffrey before Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my God,
Think
y'all.
on it.
All
Think
right.
on it.
Well, some other guys that they had in terms of that Denver offense: Emmanuel Sanders,
Yep, loaded. They were
Wes Welker,
golly bum. No
Virgil
wonder.
Green, and Andre Caldwell, Jacob Tamme,
Jacob Tamme was a dog.
Cody Latimer,
Yep.
Cody Latimer.
Brock Osweiler,
I remember,
Brock Lobster.
I remember like Julius Thomas is one of those guys like when you would do like a Madden fantasy draft,
Yeah,
he was always somebody get late and you're like, dude, I'm about to tear it up.
about to crush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can-
Like, I think Julius Thomas is exactly what I was hoping that Jermichael Finley would be for the
Oh,
Packers.
yeah.
Jermichael Finley had some
He was
time.
he was a little overrated.
he was fine. He was fine.
No, he was okay.
He was fine.
He did have some good seasons. He had some good moments with Aaron, but
Yeah.
not as good as you were hoping.
I feel
for.
like he had a lot of like touchdown years, like I feel like the touchdowns might have definitely overshadowed your real
I think you're
stats.
thinking of Robert Tunyon.
Oh yeah, that's,
Bro,
that's
Robert
true.
Tunyon.
Tunyon had like 10 touchdowns, like and 17 yards.
Yeah. So Jermichael never had an 800-yard receiving season. His best year was in 2011 when the Packers went bananas after their Super Bowl win, and they were 15-1. He had 55 catches for 767 yards and 8 touchdowns. That was his best year.
What you got, Justin? See you looking.
Cody Paul.
Cody Paul, boy.
Is that the other Paul brother with
That's-
Jake?
Dude, Cody Paul, make it rain, the highlight film. Dog. You'll think you're watching the greatest running back you've ever seen.
Cuz was Booby Miles and Christian McCaffrey put
Yeah,
together.
Hayden's gonna come downstairs at like 11:30 or 12. Like, what are you doing? Why didn't you just
Highlights.
come on to bed? Watching Cody Paul. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, baby.
You gotta watch something when
Yeah,
you get to the crib.
you gotta watch this big tape. She's like, oh,
Oh, you pull up the video on YouTube 17 years ago.
whoa,
Damn.
Hey, shut up, man.
Dude was an innovator though.
Wow.
Dude, putting your
Like-
highlight tape out 17 years ago on YouTube.
That's early YouTube.
People didn't know
Yeah.
how to spell YouTube back then.
No,
you
How
know?
many viewers
It's
do we
got
have?
602,000 views.
It's about right.
Let's get Cody Paul to a milli.
Oh my God.
I guarantee you 1 million people have seen that highlight film. They don't know what they watched.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
don't know what.
I want Cody to a milli.
I am crying.
Cody Paul forever.
CG, to answer your original question,
I like, but
give
not-
me Baltimore. That's it. I'm taking Baltimore by literally a field goal in the last 3 seconds of the game.
Vegas knows something.
Yeah,
Vegas
be
knows
Baltimore.
Chase?
I still want to cop out and not give an answer like we did.
I know we copped out on Hits 96.
Yeah, we were.
You guys did?
Yeah, we were leaving a teaser trailer.
Dang.
Come join the show tomorrow.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's the best we can do.
Can't cop out now.
Can't
Yeah,
cop out
Gotta
now.
pick.
All right. Gosh, I hate agreeing with you, Miggy, but I'm doing it. I don't know why. It just feels like this is Baltimore's time.
He's gotta have it.
He's got to have it.
Like, there's no way he does not do this. Like Lamar, like it is set up for you to get it done.
Get it done.
Do it. Get it
your
done.
MVP.
Feels like
Beat
Peyton
the
Manning.
Chiefs. Beat the Chiefs.
Yeah,
And we have Ravens, Lions, and Super Bowl.
let's do it, man. Let's get it
All
done.
right. G.
I'm like the black sheep tonight. I'm the black sheep tonight. It's all Buffalo. For sure. They're going to get their revenge this time around. Lamar Jackson in the postseason is going to show up against a better team than the Pittsburgh Steelers were. And Josh Allen's going to get it done. This is Josh Allen's year. He's getting to the Super Bowl.
I won't be mad about either. I love what
I got him going to the Super Bowl against the Lions.
It's hard to bet against.
You're not alone. I'm with you.
Thank you.
I got Josh Allen on a walk-off touchdown.
I'll take it.
This time. God, it's gonna be so much fun. I just pray I just want this to be the game that I hope it's gonna be. You know, we've got these two teams, 30+ points a game, just studs right now. Derrick Henry, go get it. Go win your ship. Have a great time. Let us know what it's like back here in Tennessee. Defenses are both
what scares me about my pick, Denver has an infinitely better defense than the Baltimore Ravens. They got picked apart last week by nobody.
They did.
That's why I'm like, ugh. Like, Lamar's going to have to be perfect. Can he do that in the playoffs? It's never happened before.
Yeah,
That's what scares me about my pick, to be honest.
but this one's different.
It's got to be.
You stick with it, buddy. Have some confidence.
The Buffalo Bills, first in total defense and yards per game allowed, the fewest in the NFL this regular season.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Why did that say? It's showing regular season, but it's giving me postseason stats.
Oh, yeah.
Come on,
Yeah,
ESPN.
It's all good. It's all
Come
good.
on, ESPN.
Be better.
You were trying to be a student, man.
Be better.
It's all good.
60. I don't know about. I didn't think that was.
That was not correct.
I was going to roll with you because I support you.
I appreciate it. I don't know why.
Just
Give me
like I
postseason
support
stats.
Mike's hole in the wall and
Trying.
phenomenal wings here at this establishment.
I can't wait to come back for the national championship on Monday.
It's going to be
We're getting a
great.
big night, boys.
Yeah,
Big
sure do.
night on Monday. All right. Buffalo 2, Baltimore 2. Monday, national championship, brother. Joseph, flick it to yourself, buddy. It's your time to spin.
Shine.
You're going first. You're going with the best.
Well, the camera on me died, so you're just gonna get my voice this time.
Oh, dang.
Unfortunately, it just literally just cut on me as I was about to like flip to myself and be like, "Welcome to the College Football Playoff National Championship preview. It's Notre Dame and it's Ohio State." It was my preseason national championship pick was Ohio State. This roster's absolutely loaded. I thought Will Howard really just only has to be good enough to not screw this up. And what's he done in the postseason? He's been better than that. He's absolutely dealing. Jeremiah Smith is a freak. He has been a complete stud this whole season. My biggest concern, yes, I feel like Notre Dame has the secondary to kind of play this game and to keep it close. But something that a man very near and dear, close to my heart, said, Kirby Smart, protection beats coverage.
There you go. Now you got a true camera.
Oh, I got me a can. Hang on. Oh, God. Oh,
Nice,
hello,
Chase.
hello
Good
there.
job.
Chase,
Well
what an
done.
audible, bro.
That was a great
I'm
audible.
here for you.
I mean, that was a play made like in the trenches.
That's what you do, boys.
God.
So, like
Well done.
like the great Kirby Smart said, protection beats coverage. So, can Notre Dame create pressure on Will Howard to give this secondary a chance to actually cover these stud wide receivers? Because one of the stats that was thrown out against Notre Dame was their D-line was undersized, specifically in the Georgia game. The weight difference was thrown out. That did not matter. That did not show up in the game at all. They were more physical. They played physical. If they can create that same kind of physicality and that punch in the mouth that Michigan has done to Ohio State the past few years, I think that gives Notre Dame a much better chance to hang around in this game. What concerns me is Riley Leonard had some really careless throws in that Penn State game. And there's not very many teams I want to have careless throws against. Ohio State's definitely not one of them, because a team that has Jeremiah Smith and Emeka Egbuka and Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins, that's not a team you want to just give free possessions to. That's not a team you want to just hand the ball over to. So I worry about Notre Dame's ability, number one, to sustain drives, and number two, to put points up. Because Jack Sawyer looks like he's playing some of the best ball he's played all season. JT Tuimoloau on the other side is also playing some of the best ball he's played this season. That defense looks locked in. And I don't see a guy – like Oregon has some dudes. Oregon has some guys. They got Evan Stewart. They got Trayshawn Holden. They got Tez Johnson. Like, they've got dudes. Notre Dame doesn't have those dudes on the outside. They got Jeremiah Love, and he's great, but we don't know how healthy he is. We don't know if we're getting full Jeremiah Love or if we're getting 90% or 80% or 70% Jeremiah Love. Like, if we're getting below probably 90% Jeremiah Love, that's a big red flag for me, because Ohio State's defense ranks third in the nation in rush yards per game. 89.9 is the average given out. Riley Leonard can only do so much with his legs. So you're going to have to find versatile ways to get the ball to playmakers in order for Riley Leonard to make up the gap in the talent differential. Because I think Ohio State's third, I believe, in team talent composite. Notre Dame's ninth.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like a whole lot of spots, but that's a pretty big difference.
Probably what? I mean, like, I guess from a prospect perspective, it's a starter, a player of the NFL,
It's
something ish.
I saw a roster breakdown the other day. I think it's 10 5-stars versus 0 for Ohio
Whoa.
State. So,
Wow,
I mean, stars aren't everything, but they are something.
they matter.
They matter to an extent.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm worried about for Notre Dame, because I feel like obviously it's easy to look at this game and think, oh yeah, Ohio State's going to win. But like, we should kind of dig into Notre Dame and see if they were going to pull this off, what has to happen. Okay. First thing that has to happen, Will Howard can't play well. Will Howard has to have an off game. You've got to be able to create pressure. You've got to be able to make him make some bad throws. And then also, like a couple of times we've seen this year from Ohio State, Quinshon Judkins and Trevion Henderson have to kind of be, I don't want to say a non-factor, but if we're talking about 70 yards combined between them, I feel pretty good, especially if Will Howard's struggling. Like if you can make Will Howard struggle. But then you got the problem of like, well, we just ran a screen and Jeremiah Smith took it 80 yards. So, yeah, you plugged one hole, but like there's 4 more leaking out here, and you've got water just pouring out everywhere. So it's like I just worry about Notre Dame's ability to consistently over the course of 4 quarters score enough points and stop this team enough to win this game. So I love what Marcus Freeman's done. Notre Dame's a great story this year. They're a very well-coached team. But I don't think they can do enough on a consistent basis to beat this version of Ohio State, and especially the way that this version of Ohio State has been playing football. So for that reason, I'm going to roll with Ohio State. I think they win, and I think they cover. I think last I checked on FanDuel, it was 8.5. I think they win, and I think they cover the 8.5.
Vegas is really good at these numbers because, like, I guess in my mind, I kind of see this as like a 9 to 10 point win. I do think I think the thing about Notre Dame is I think they can make it ugly for a while. And as you mentioned, it's just so hard to trust Riley Leonard. Even though they won, it was a great game. Penn State's defense is special, but you can't screw up. And I hate to say it, Riley's going to screw up.
Yeah, and those 2 picks that he threw, those egregious picks that he threw in the Penn State game, you can't do that. That's
Caleb Downs is Jeremiah Smith on the other side. He's that level of special. I don't know. Jack Kaiser and Watts have to be the most spectacular commanders of the field on defense. Like, this is going to have to be an awesome performance from their front and just doing special things in their secondary. And I don't know if they got it. I don't know if they can do it all game, all night. Worries me. Miggy?
Texas was supposed to cover against Ohio State. That didn't happen because Jack Sawyer made a play. Literally, Texas, they were on the 1-yard line about to make it 21 up with very little time on the clock. And from there, a play was made and a 14-point swing happened immediately. Vegas knows something. I'm sorry. Notre Dame is going to play with nothing to lose. They're going to play with zero fear in their hearts, and it just won't be enough because Ohio State is the most talented roster in college football.
Yeah, facts.
It's not going to be enough. Ohio State, led by Will Howard, is also going to fulfill the prophecy that I put out in preseason about Ohio State winning it all. Give me the Buckeyes. Greg?
Do you want the numbers or do you want the result first?
Give us the numbers, man.
Okay. I've got some numbers for you. Let's talk a little bit about Notre Dame. Let's talk about their running game. Jeremiah Love. Okay. We talk about, we know how good he is when he's healthy. But the question Joseph already posed was, is he healthy? And in this postseason, he hasn't looked very healthy. He has not looked like himself. And outside of the 90-plus yard run against Indiana in this postseason, the backs for Notre Dame are averaging about 3 yards a carry. It's not very good, boys. They need more from Love. They need more from Price. Now, that's from the backs. Riley Leonard has been Superman on the ground. He has carried this running game. And as his mom says, you suck. Got to motivate him, right? And he's been motivated. There have been games in which he has not thrown the ball well and he's been able to run the ball well, and they've won football games. Chase mentioned it. He put the ball in, I think Joseph mentioned it. He put the ball in harm's way a couple of times through the air. Still able to make some plays in that game against Penn State through the air. Now, how about the offensive line for Penn State? For Notre Dame. That's very important, right? We all in agreement that Penn State, the offensive line play is very important.
It is.
Is the left tackle, is that an important position on the offensive line?
Strong
The most
position.
important.
Man. Well, Anthony Knapp, their left tackle, is out with a high ankle sprain. He won't play. That's a problem. Now, even with Anthony Knapp in that offensive line, they've only been able to create less than 1 yard per carry before contact for these running backs.
Oof.
They have faced some dogs defensively, Abdul Carter and the like. But it's not been good for that offensive line. Riley Leonard, against pressure with no blitz, he's not good. 82nd in pass protection for this offensive line. Not good. So if Ohio State's able to get pressure with just 4 guys, which I believe that they can, and be able to play that coverage with that man Caleb Downs and company in the backfield there, it's going to be a problem. Let's talk about Notre Dame's defense. They are the best man coverage team in the nation, in the country. You got Leonard Moore, who's a dog. Watts Chase, you already mentioned him. He's a dog. Christian Gray is amazing. Jordan Clark, Jack Kaiser. I mean, they got dudes forever out there in Notre Dame. This defense has been ferocious. I know y'all have seen Marcus Freeman's defensive film at Ohio State.
Boy can play now.
How weird is that? Playing against your alma mater, I mean, either way, he can't lose.
Yeah.
Like, either his alma mater wins a national championship or he wins a national
Imagine
championship.
his text messages this week.
Got to be tough from his old teammates and his boys. Got to be tough. But they are the best man coverage team out there. Moore and Gray force everything to the outside and the sidelines, and the inside guys have Watts to bail them out. Like, their defense is really, really good. Now let's talk about Ohio State. Their offense. Second highest passer rate versus man coverage. That is the quarterback, Will Howard. So what he's good against, Notre Dame is the best at. So I would give the edge to Ohio State on that one, because Will Howard's great against man coverage. I don't care how good Notre Dame is in man coverage. They are not going to be able to man up against those wide receivers. Abuka, Tate, Smith, those guys are dogs. Now, on the defensive side of things for Ohio State, best run defense in college football, a 95 run defense grade for from Pro Football Focus. Words are hard sometimes. 4 yards per carry allowed. Less than a yard per carry before contact. Do you remember the stat I threw out about the offense for Notre Dame? Less than 1 yard per carry before contact. So what Ohio State is really, really good at, and what Notre Dame really struggles at, again, Ohio State's very good at defensively. They're very sure-handed tacklers. Only 2 times. You asked about the key. What is it, Joseph? I think you posed the question. What is it going to take for Notre Dame to win this game? It's going to take them running for 100 yards. Only 2 times has Ohio State allowed a 100-yard rusher. It's the 2 times they've lost, Oregon and Michigan. So Price and Love, they got to find a way to do it. But good luck, because Ohio State does not let you get to the outsides. They funnel everything back inside to the brick wall. And if you can run through the brick wall over and over and over and over again and break it down, best of luck to you. I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't. No way.
Nope. Sawyer and Tuamoloau have been awesome.
Playing like men on a mission.
Yes. And they get pressure on Leonard without blitzing. They will win this football game. Now,
And you're going to get there. And you're going to get there because it's Riley Leonard.
Notre Dame, it's the first time in the national championship since 2012. They haven't won it in 36 years. Marcus Freeman was 2 at that time. That would make him 38 years young. And they are riding a 13-game winning streak. Do you guys recall the final score to that game in 2012 against Alabama?
42-14.
Lot to a little.
Wasn't even close.
That's what it's going to be like on Monday night. Ohio State is going to absolutely wax that ass and smoke Notre Dame. It's not even going to be close, boys. I would love to get a good football game, but they will cover this number, and they will destroy Notre Dame.
The average win margin in the national championship games is 23.5 points.
Bingo. And look, Ohio State has beaten teams by an average of 20 points in this postseason run. And they've played some really good football teams.
I look at teams that are in common. In Ohio State and Penn State, literally Penn State could have beat Ohio State a couple of months ago.
Different team.
Yeah, but
different vibe.
Same players.
Different
same
vibe.
Coaches. I'm saying from a coaching perspective, Marcus is better than Ryan in terms of who I'd want on the sideline.
But is he better than Chip right now with the talent that they have on the field?
Chip is known to bullshit.
He ain't been bullshitting.
Chip is known to bullshit, though.
He's going to be fine.
That is the one thing. That's a way. I think Ohio State has to beat themselves. Like, I think you could see, like, I think there is the Chip Kelly has to bullshit.
Like, Chip can bullshit. Like, I don't want to just act like this guy's not prone to it.
He won't.
Chip's going to have to, like, I'm going to be more physical than you because all you're going to hear about this week is they could get bullied.
They tried to do that against Michigan. He learned his lesson.
Exactly.
He learned his lesson.
I pray so.
Do you?
Yeah, I want Ohio State to win.
Yeah,
I do.
I just think they're going to. There's just too much talent. Like I really like Notre Dame. I got this. This is the first time We're gonna get there in just 1 second. I'm gonna ask the last question, but this is the first time I've not disliked Notre Dame ever. Like I've enjoyed watching Notre Dame in some capacity this year because that defense is fun. First time in my life where I've not been like, I hate those stupid gold helmets.
They're so clean.
They're so clean. They're a way better uniforms than Penn State. And I think them beating Penn State was a nice thing for me. I was like, oh, yeah, those crappy classics can kick rocks. That was for you, Jessup. That was for you, buddy.
I know.
All right.
Were any of us alive when Notre Dame last won the national championship?
No.
No.
36 years ago, I was close.
I was going to say
88.
88?
Yeah, I was close.
This is not Jesus' championship. Not this year. Great run. Good talk, but I'm with you. I think this might be closer like the Texas game. I think it might be like a 14, 17-point win. I think they can at least muck it up for a while. They're gonna probably force Will to have a turnover, and then we're all gonna be like, oh, is this the Will Howard? And then you're like, oh yeah, Riley's gonna do the same thing. It'd be different if somebody was just over there cooking on the other side, but Riley's gonna turn the ball over. And if he goes mistake free, watch out. But that just doesn't happen very often. I don't understand when Riley transferred, I was like, well, you're getting another ACC quarterback, but a very different style of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
It's just not the same. The question I had in the group text, and I got it from a very good friend of mine, Matt Zilzelmek. He former Kansas walk-on linebacker, lifter of the year. Shout out, Matt. We were talking in the sauna the other day, and he asked me, he was like,
A little sauna talk.
yeah, sauna talk, big sauna talk, guys.
Nice. I don't like to talk in the sauna. I like to put my headphones in and listen.
Brother, you're not old enough.
I don't want.
You're not old enough yet. You hadn't turned 40 is what I feel like.
True.
He asked me the question. He's like, is Notre Dame the most hated team for no reason by everybody in the South? And so I kind of thought about it. I was like, are they the most hated team for no reason for a lot of people?
No.
Because I think this might be a battle of like two hated teams for not a lot of reasons.
They're in a tier with another team.
Who's that?
USC.
Oh, you think USC?
Yeah. A lot of teams a lot of fan bases in the South, which is kind of fallen off because USC's fallen off.
Yeah.
But a lot of people in the South, typically SEC football fans, don't care for USC. They don't care for the West Coast football. They think they're overrated every year, and kind of same thing with Notre Dame, especially when Notre Dame played Alabama in the SEC title game.
It hurt me. It hit me too.
Not SEC. When Notre Dame played Alabama in the college football national title game, the BCS national title game, that kind of set the narrative. It's like, oh yeah, this team's just overrated.
Way overrated.
Every year.
See, I feel like Ohio State's actually in that category. I feel like everybody in the South hates Ohio State.
Yeah, they are. They are. Those three teams, USC, Ohio State, Notre Dame. Perennially, people in the South are like, these teams are overrated every year.
And I think across the country, because of the winning, everybody hates Alabama. So
Yeah.
I always feel like those are. I thought really hard. I was like, I don't know if there's four. Those are the four because I thought USC. That's how I felt when I was growing up. Like I felt like all my uncles were like, dude, the USC crap, Pete Carroll. Like I remember that talking, like especially like growing up. You know, it was cool to watch. It was flashy. Whatever, like the young teenagers like, they're like, no, that's not real football out there with Reggie Bush. They can't play real football. You know, but now it's different. But that was when I thought about those four, and don't know if there's anybody else close.
It happened. So it started in the BCS era with, you know, when Notre Dame got blown out, and then when Ohio State lost to Florida and things like those games were like, oh yeah, this is you're not as good as the SEC. That's where a lot of that came from.
100%.
And then on top of that, like Alabama, those are regionally hated. Like the SEC kind of doesn't like Ohio State, Notre Dame, and USC. Alabama's just perennially hated because they've just been good for so long. They like the crap. Yeah, they're like, oh hey, this is the gold standard of college football. This is how it's supposed to be done. This is how everybody wants it to be done. Only one team's doing it.
Yeah.
So,
anybody else I can think of, or do you think it's Notre Dame? Who's your probably the most hated around the country?
Is it like for us, like personally?
No, like
or just in general?
Like,
Fans.
yeah, who do you,
Because when you pose that question, I'm trying to think like, is there somebody out here I just irrationally don't like as a team?
yeah, you can kind of think of it yourself, but it's also like more of like what's the general public thing?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of the general public, if we're talking like, you want to keep it college or can I go professionally?
College, what I was thinking about. But if you need to throw a little protein,
I was gonna say like I grew up with the professionals, so like to me, I feel like you either love or you hate the Yankees because they win all the time. They throw their 27 championships in your face. The Patriots, I feel like, are one of those teams that like either love them or you hate them. Especially when Tom was there and Belichick. Not so much anymore, obviously, but
yeah,
those are the two that came up. And then I'm looking at all of these teams in every single league, and I'm like, I don't know if there's one that I just irrationally hate. Like, there's a reason why I dislike a lot of the teams that I dislike.
Yeah.
The only one I could say is like maybe Michigan. For whatever reason, I just hate Michigan.
Yeah.
So Alabama's in that category with like the Yankees. Oh, lost that camera. So Alabama's in that category with like the Yankees and the Patriots and what the Chiefs are becoming now. It's like they're the perennial winner. Every year it feels like this team is relevant. The regionality hate like that the SEC footprint has for USC and Notre Dame and Ohio State is kind of like an like I don't think that occurs anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like it feels like that's an exclusive not only to college sports but just to college football. Because it doesn't feel that same way in college basketball or college baseball or anything like it feels like that's an exclusively college football trope that SEC fans and people in the SEC footprint are like, oh yeah, USC, Notre Dame, and Ohio State are overrated every year.
Yeah.
They suck.
Yeah.
Whether
100%.
it's actually true or not, that's just how I feel like most of SEC school fans feel.
Yep. Them boys out west and up north.
They just don't know how to play real Southern football.
Yeah. Even though we have no SEC teams in this one. So.
They have no SEC teams in the national
crazy,
title.
bro?
2 years
I
in a
know.
row.
2
2 years in a row.
Feels weird.
Yeah, we were paying players, bro. We were paying players.
Alabama Jones is out,
We've
dude.
been paying players for a long.
Yeah.
A lot of schools been paying a lot of people for a long time. It
man.
ain't just the South, man. I mean,
Sure
you
ain't.
think Ohio State wasn't paying players? You think like
You think them Catholics ain't dishing out that money,
Brother.
dude? Come on now.
Listen, Marshall's going to be making it happen. in a
college
few
athletes been
years.
getting money for a long time?
Man, shout out. All right, we got to wrap it up. We're losing cameras. We're
left and right.
We're dropping like flies. Boys, much appreciated. Love y'all. Great Thursday. We'll be back Monday here at Mike's Hole in the Wall.
Can I give you two things real quick
Better
before
hustle.
we go?
We got cameras.
I mean, you got like 30 seconds.
Two things. First of all, shout out to the Lady Mocs basketball team winning their conference home opener this tonight against Sanford. So shout out to them, 69-63. And rest in peace to the very great Bob Euchre. Man, that's sad that he passed away. Loved Euchre.
All right. Well, to wrap it up, I'm Chase Green, young Malcolm Harris.
I'm Malcolm Harris, man.
I'm Greg Leonard.
Championship winner. Producer Joseph, thanks, buddy. We love yous. Like, subscribe everywhere. Enter the contest. Let's get you some free CFC versus Atlanta United tickets next Saturday, 3 p.m. Not going to be cold. Beating it. We're coming back with 50-degree weather on a Saturday.
Love it.
Love yous. Do all the fun things. We're out.
Peace and love. Thanks, Sam, for being